Well, tough. I did anyway. Hello, everyone.
Oi!
Welcome
Hello.
to whatever the fuck this is.
Welcome to us regretting our life. Actually, why do I say us? I mean, welcome to us ragging on and next for the next 3 hours. No, I'm kidding.
I regret nothing.
guys.
You should regret one thing
Anyway,
specifically.
if
Yeah.
you haven't seen
Absolutely
the latest,
nothing, and I was justified.
if you haven't seen the latest stream, you should probably click out of this video. Go watch that one first, because this is pretty big spoilers as per the. Yeah.
Rip Campaign 1, love that.
Rest in peace. Anyway, yeah. Go away if you haven't seen the latest. Go away if you haven't seen the last video. Welcome if you have.
Oh wow, I immediately got an ad. Cool.
Me too.
That's because you're not
Same.
subscribed.
Red Bull gives you
That's
wings.
money.
Tell
that
who's committed
boy-
to this bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what ads? I don't get ads. It's either food or this. So
No, it's the movie.
Clearly this.
Mom would love that. Ooh, Brad Pitt,
why am I getting 3 ads at a time? That's actually
I
just
know, me too.
Oh
I'm
my
like, what the
God, I'm
fuck?
capitalist
sorry.
nightmare.
Would you
Yes.
like me to change our revenue settings?
No, it's okay.
Or, you know what? You could stop complaining and just subscribe.
You know what? I don't have money for subscribing, bro.
Neither.
I want
Yeah.
my full ad.
Neither. Still do it
Yeah,
though.
you've got.
Oh look, Tim subscribed.
Why is chat in
Hey,
slow mode?
Because then people can ask questions and we actually have time to see it.
Oh man, see, this is.
I don't.
Big brain
think that's
thinking.
A problem for us at the moment.
I don't think it's a problem either.
What's what?
Yeah, it's not a problem. I don't know who's in charge of that, but
I don't know how to change it because I
Oh,
am
it's alright.
tardy.
Bob, that means you're late. Bob changed it. Apparently.
Yeah.
The what?
Slow mode's not on.
Yeah, what the hell?
Slow mode's definitely not on.
I
Maybe
don't-
you're
We're
just slow, Jim.
Not popular.
I think you're just tweaking, Jim.
Why can't I see the messages? What's the problem?
Intriguing. It should not be.
Oh, yeah,
Slow
am
mode was
I-
removed by me because it's part of shield mode? But
Turn off slow mode.
Do you want me to
It's off.
share? That's right, I was going to share the questions to you guys. There you go.
I
Oh.
can't see the chat.
Yeah. Okay, I can read them out as well, or someone else, or we can take turns doing like we did the last time.
Well, I don't have a hell of a
We-
lot to concentrate on unless...
Anyway.
I don't know.
We clearly thought about this, guys, for sure. We definitely
Yeah.
planned it.
Clearly,
We
I've
probably-
had time to settle this up as well.
Yeah.
This
Anyways.
is not a last minute thing.
Welcome to the
Predictions.
Q&A. Sorry, Q&A AMA. We yeah. Rest in peace. We're also rolling stats for characters. I don't know how I'm doing that. I'm just sharing my screen, right?
Yeah, you share your screen and I'll capture it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I wanted
So-
to have like a bunch of sus tabs open.
You can do that.
Well, the parent screen, come on.
just
Let me-
just
let
a
me-
whole bunch of red tube.
I mean, at least
in the back.
Only
RedTube's
frogs
so...
is so fun.
Ugh. RedTube's
God.
gross. At least make it something good like Hentai Heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that Hentai Haven, you fake fan?
I don't... Wait a minute. How do you know that?
Pretty sure it's anime.tv.
Personal experience.
I could just play
I think Hentai
interspecies
Haven got
reviewers on the
closed
side.
down.
That was a
Anyway,
good
let's
series.
do the
That was really
SC.
good. I finally finished it, and I'm disappointed they didn't get to go to heaven.
Right?
But I'm hoping I'm hanging out for a season 2.
I love how they depicted all the different types. Like, it wasn't just like basic, oh yeah, you've got a little bit here, a little bit there. It was like genuine.
It was thought out really well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can't see chat, so that's cool.
I'd probably go for like the slime girls. They seemed pretty fun.
What?
Yeah.
I was not paying attention, and then I go back into that.
Don't worry.
Blind girls? Yeah.
I'm not
Ooh.
worried.
Yeah.
Okay, are
Come
we?
back into me.
Ooh, I will.
You
Or
should
the
worry
dream
now.
girls. The ones that give you your deepest desire.
Hmm. My deepest desire is Gnu. Not hating.
Whose isn't, man? Like,
Gnu the
really?
character or Gnu the player?
Both.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty sure Gnu the
The answer
character
that's
has
just
the hots
yes.
for Glasha. Anyway, should we
Yeah, I can fix her.
I need something else to put on the side of our screen.
Yeah, it looks a
Your
bit
face.
empty. over there.
Just
It
put your
is.
face as you react to everyone.
Yeah.
Do that. Boom. No, I can't. Where's my camera gone?
Don't know. Have you checked your butthole?
Found it.
Dun, dun. Somebody understood the song.
I understood the song and I choose to ignore. Ignore your bullshit.
That is not a choice.
Oh, it's boring.
It doesn't.
Not
I
fun.
would you
appreciate
do
that.
that?
I appreciate that somebody wheezed at me.
I don't know why my camera won't actually show though. Hey, there we go. Oh, but see, now I have to move my camera so that it's like actual good.
Oh, it's the one camera. Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god, the USB cable. Fuck me, this is not okay. It's probably blur my background too.
Whoa. Hello.
Hello.
Don't worry, stream. We're professionals.
No, we're not.
No, we are.
Does stream want to see the police 10-7 screenshot? Actually, I don't know how to share that.
Yes.
Anyways. 30 pick species, I did.
All right. First question.
Shit, where's the questions at? Let me go find them. Do we want to
This is why I'm sharing my screen to you.
Yeah.
I'm watching your stream. It's not fucking saying shit. It just says RIP Campaign 1.
It's because I haven't changed it to the question yet.
Ooh, well, can you do that so I can read it, please? Thank you
Uh,
very much.
All right, so first
so
up.
Australian, please stop.
These are questions for everybody. Everybody in the house.
Everybody.
Question.
Okay.
For those who were not at the final session, which is just Silk, how have you handled campaign ending while you weren't there?
I
So well.
not that well. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought that you guys were just fucking about when you were like, haha, TPK. And then I joined the stream once or twice to watch what was happening, and it was serious. So, yeah, I'm still reeling from that. I have no idea how Silk's gonna handle it because she still doesn't know. Wait, no, that's a lie. I actually have plans for her that I need to talk to you about. Yeah, we didn't handle it that well.
Okay.
I didn't cry, and I felt more like I wanted to yell at Earth and Nyx and whoever let them speak to people, because what the fuck, man? But it's fine, it's fine. I'm excited for this new campaign. It's totally fine.
Totally justified.
It's fine. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't. Anyway. Oops. Me laptop. Yeah, there you go. Question answered.
All right. You can roll for a
Roll your
stat
stat.
if you want. Yeah. You answer the
Oh my
question, you get to
God.
roll for a stat.
Oh my fucking god. I made 2 groups, by the way, for rolling.
What?
If I'm allowed. I don't know.
You need to
Can you
share
guess
your
the
screen
first-
too.
I am.
Can you maybe re-clarify what our rolling for stats?
Yeah.
4d6
Yeah,
drop
roll
the lowest, roll 7 times.
Yes. I am sharing my screen, by the
Yeah,
way.
give me a sec so that I can create a thing.
Oh,
Can I
good,
just-
good, sorry.
Can I just
And
like
after each question, it's roll one of the groups of 4d6 or all?
Yeah, no, just one of them.
Okay.
Just wondering if I can.
We're totally not padding out time here, kid. Come on.
Why does OBS not have a capture just this area of the screen?
I'm more interested.
It does. You capture the whole screen and then you can crop it.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that because that seems dumb.
Welcome to the world.
I mean, I could do display
could be-
capture.
Could be fun to do the whole screen whenever someone rolls and it's like, way.
Well, no,
whenever they do a
because
shit
I've got all your videos on the same screen.
Jim said pop
Um,
out the stream and use window capture.
Yeah, but if I do window capture, I can do window capture. That's absolutely fine. But it's gonna temporarily show all of your videos.
Huh?
Can you all turn your cameras off for a sec?
Yes.
You should be able to pop out just. Oh, you should be able to.
Nah, that's right. I got it.
Just delete all our faces if you want.
It's fine.
just
I
gonna-
got it.
Yeah.
Not that. Not that.
No.
That one?
Oh.
I got it. And then I wanna just transform it, and I wanna chop off the bottom by like 400 pixels.
Damn, getting fancy now.
That'll do. We'll crop the left by like 100. No, crop it by like 3.
I'm so happy somebody saw my tab search.
Screaming
Yeah.
seagulls, nice.
What about it, huh? Fuck you want with my screaming seagulls, huh?
I'm gonna chop off the top as well so people can't see. That's probably too much. People can't see all of your porn tabs.
Aw. What about my screaming
that's good.
seagulls?
A lot to.
My hentai.
Nope.
Frumpkin, hello.
Cat cam.
Oh, there we go. There's something. Cat cam, just in the corner, randomly.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would, but nah, he's not cool enough for that.
Too much effort.
Oh,
Maybe
What about
once
mine,
he
though?
starts actually not trying to kill you.
It's cold.
mine was
Come
in
here.
the bed.
Come here, Frumpy. Oh,
Show us the pussy.
big boy. Say hello.
You fat
Nope.
him.
No, say hello. Why are you wet?
That is a silly question. It is a cat.
You're missing one, Gunnar.
Oh my god, can you hear
Yeah.
him meowing?
No.
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 He peaks he peaks the audio.
Oh my god. Oh, bye. He's gone now.
I will not
Wow.
be used
It's
for
funny
your
because
views, DM.
hearing you talk and watching it in the film,
I
wait,
refuse
like
to put Subway
the-
Surfers in the corner.
Do I have to re-roll the stat if I already rolled this one? Please. Please don't say yes.
No.
Yay. So we rolled a 14 for the first stat, boys.
14
Next
for the best stat.
question.
Woo! Next question. For each player at the table, what was your character's end game? How close were you to achieving it?
Yeah.
Brendan, have one.
Do we want to go, left to right? Wait.
Yeah, how are we
Initiative.
gonna do this?
We
I think
start
it's a-
with- We'll start with because he's right next to me on the string.
Alright.
Sure. I don't know that had an end game per se. He was mostly just wanting to have an adventure, at which point he succeeded.
Nice.
Was one of those characters that we knew very little about what was up to before he joined the group. I was hoping that there was some grand elaborate plan that you shooting that dude a couple of weeks ago was part of.
He thought I had a plan. No, really. Like just wanted an adventure. He was sick of his kind of to him boring life that he was doing, and had heard about a party that had done something to alter the fate of the world, and he wanted in. He got it. he also got the out, but you know, totally wasn't his fault.
Sorry, I just saw Gnu's picture in party chat.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's more disappointing. It's just a basic one and no search. No?
Yeah, I mean, at least do a search.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
Fucking hell.
Hang on,
There we go.
is that
Have a
Pornhub?
category or something up
Is
there.
that second one X Hamster?
No, it's xnxx.com.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Okay.
Did you just search for the website with the most X's in it?
No, that's...
The question now arises as to why you looking up specific porn sites, huh?
Because it's funny.
We just type porn sites and opened the first
Anyway.
two.
Who's preparing herself for you?
Anyway, Gnu, answer the question, please.
Yeah, you know.
I think Gnu's endgame is pretty clear. She really wanted to
Terrorism.
kill the Grung leader in epic fashion. She wanted to commit war crimes against the Grung hierarchy and free her
Yeah.
people.
War crimes, what everyone needs.
She
So
just
war
that
crimes
was
to
her
breakfast,
endgame.
kind of
She
just balanced diet.
yeah, she just wanted to. Oh no!
Oh no.
Do soundboard.
Yeah, she wanted to murder. She wanted murder, and she got murdered. So it's like the opposite of what she wanted.
What?
What?
It's just me singing to have you checked your butthole.
Wait,
Buddy.
what?
That's the new soundboard.
Oh, okay.
Great. Just what we needed.
I'm glad. Anyway,
So
amazing.
Gnu was going to commit war crimes, yeah? And kill the Grung leader of the yeah.
Not the rebellion, because that would be me, which is what happened.
Wow. Sure.
Gnu is secretly Darth Vader.
Ugh.
I was secretly your father.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, daddy.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right. Kit, what was your end game?
Probably no surprises that very similar to Kit grew up the son of a politician, just wanted to get out of Castle District, which is what he did. I think his ultimate end goal would have been to see how he could help Rune. Rune had been there with him the whole way, but Rune was very much an enigma to Kit. Second on that list would have been Gnu, but Kit was just as worried about Gnu's destructive tendencies. He didn't know if helping Gnu would end up with Kit doing things that he wouldn't normally do. So he was living his best life.
Cool.
Also, how dare you accuse my father of being a politician?
All right.
Probably true.
Rune? What was your end
Hi.
game?
Yes. Rune didn't really have endgame. He was just existing. Yeah, no, I didn't think too much at the end of Rune. I was looking more at his past than his future. And then just kind of played things as they happened.
All right.
Yeah.
Silk?
Silk's end goal was to end all this shit going on in the Feywild with kid kidnappings and shit. Like bring peace back to her home and then return eventually. We weren't that close to that goal. We were very far away from that goal.
Wow. Kind of.
Well, we kind of got the goal back with her getting her sisters back and her dad back, but then the Withering Silence was like a bonus thing, so her other goal would have been to like stop that, but although that tied into like, you know, preventing her home from being fucking bombed with silence. So, yeah, I don't think we were that close to it. But that's okay, because she was in the Feywild when you all died. She kind of achieved the goal of going home and staying home, because she doesn't know what the fuck else she can do now.
Yeah. Are you gonna hold funerals for Saul?
Yeah,
Being the survivor? The only survivor
Yeah.
of the past.
Survivor's Guilt is about
Revive
to be.
Silk is your Campaign 2 character. She just has a giant chip on her shoulder about.
Oh my god,
group
no,
style.
she is absolutely not. Baby girl is staying in the Feywild now, happy with her family, and we are leaving her alone. She needs therapy.
Lots and lots of therapy.
Hmm
We don't need therapy at this stage.
Maybe I will become a necromancer and raise Kay from the dead. Just for fun.
Ooh.
Oh,
Just for
just,
fun.
just the funsies. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
just
Nex
for
would
fun.
have something to say about that.
Well, Nex would, but Nex is fucking dead, so.
Sure. Hey, Zach,
It would
what's your
give
end
us a
game?
great excuse to run the emotional damage.
Well-
support.
Well, you know, I was actually going to start off with Nex's in game to start
Yep,
off with.
go for it.
Nex had it
Yeah.
in game and then Silk killed it. So no
Oh,
longer
rough.
have it anymore.
Oh, listen, okay?
Zach's in game.
Wait, so
Wow.
just so we're all clear, what was Nex's endgame?
To get back home.
Provide for her daughter.
And then I
Right,
killed her
okay.
kid.
Turned into a crispy barbecue.
Order
It
and
was,
get back.
I was
Okay.
just feeling a little bit peckish, okay?
Oh. What? How you roasted her?
Zach's in game. Zach just wanted friends, and you all just did not love him. He's just a look. He had a demon. He had a devil. I don't know what's the lords of the underworld called?
Devils, demons.
Devil. Yeah.
Yeah, devils.
He had a devil who had the answer to, but you know that was so.
No, it.
At the end of the day, all he did for Lara, and he died.
Horrible, painful death.
Yeah.
Deserved.
What he instigated.
Hey,
Yes.
I did know Zach did 0 damage. I just want to put it out there.
This is true. Zach did do no damage, but took a lot.
I
Oh,
think we all took a lot.
Oh,
We're
wow.
dead.
Some took a bit more than others.
And Rune took not enough.
Rune wanted more panda.
yeah.
I
I needed to take it more.
Once.
Take
All
it
right.
harder.
We have a question from Sparsi. What was the end tally of deaths caused by Silk? Uno momento, por favor.
Yes.
You bitch.
I still have it.
You,
Because we didn't even start tallying until it started to get ridiculous.
it wasn't even fucking. None of these deaths were even on purpose. Wait, no, the fucking killing your
The
girlfriend was on
hand?
purpose.
I
Yeah,
can't
the
believe
hand.
you killed the girlfriend I totally remember the name of. Michelle?
Silk was
Chantel.
confirmed.
Her name was Chantel.
You can't even remember your girlfriend's name. I hit my back.
Yeah, I do. It's Chantel. God, get off my ass.
God.
No, I don't want to. Oh god, the death board's back.
Stop working fears.
Perfect.
I have
Anyway,
turned the cat tree around so I can't prop it up.
What's the total tally?
Lots.
I'll have you guys know that I'm playing a bard for the second campaign, so more heals than deaths, ideally.
I get fireball.
Focus on it ideally.
I also
Hang
get
on,
it.
I need to unblur.
We had decent healing in campaign 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did more healing.
Did you?
I tried my best.
No, we
okay,
fucking
guys?
didn't.
Some of you didn't want me touching you, so
Touch me, please.
Okay.
it's on you.
Well, our downside was our primary healer was also one of our primary damage dealers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also
You're
the
welcome.
one that was eating attacks with her face. His face.
Yep.
sorry.
Okay, so
Best way to do it.
currently on the death board, We have Silk killed Silk.
What's the one?
Silk killed Gnu. Silk killed the Sky Whale
You killed the sky whale. Why are we blaming the sky whale on me?
because you
'Cause
befriended
you
it.
called it.
Oh
You
my
befriended it.
God.
You convinced it to give you a ride during a lightning storm.
Mm. Worth.
Silk killed Kay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I can't
Silk killed Nyx because of the aforementioned
Next
kill.
killed herself,
Yeah.
actually.
Because
Silk killed Silk.
This is silly.
Silk with a GNU assist killed Kurunara.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we're not counting that because it's got an assist in it. For sure.
GNU.
no, that's definitely an more effort on your
fine.
part.
Fine.
GNU
sick.
killed Kurunara 2,
Yeah.
which was a horse
Oh yeah.
that then turned into jerky.
Yep.
I'm carried
Yep.
with us.
Silk.
Okay, we don't know what got turned into Jokey. The shopkeep may have done something completely different with it.
This is
Mhm.
true.
Yes.
This is very true. Silk killed Chantal, which is GNU's zombie girlfriend.
And I would do it again. It's the one I don't regret.
So
Only that one.
How do
Jealousy
you
suits
know what's good for me?
The final death that Silk caused was Aloria.
No.
So-
Alleged.
Alleged. There's no proof
No,
Aloria's actually dead. Exactly. That's alleged. So
Not.
we're
So-
gonna go with
Killed
the full
Aloria.
tally. We're gonna go with a full tally of 7 confirmed deaths and 1 alleged.
8 confirmed deaths.
No, 1 alleged.
Dust
No.
killed the hag in the end. And inadvertently killed the entire party.
Woo!
Yeah. So Earth's death count is higher than the rest of us.
Yeah, death count is higher.
Because arguably, can also be counted as responsible for every death caused by the BBEG, because
Yep.
the party wasn't able to stop.
Yep.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Anyway, Earth's the reason that the world might be fucked when we start Campaign 2.
Ha ha! I witness.
Correct.
I don't know if that's something you want to win, but okay.
That's huge, bro.
Tell me
Massive.
what to do, Daddy.
Oh,
since we all answered that question for each at the table, what was your character's endgame? Can we all roll a stat?
Yeah, you can all roll a
Yeah.
stat.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know how you're rolling stats, but I would like to be able to see them. So, Silk, if you can roll first, because I've got your screen up.
I roll. Oh, another 14.
Another
boys.
14. All right, who's going to be next?
I'm just going to chuck mine into the every chat.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I can still see them.
How do I do this?
I do that. as well.
You either share your screen so that I can stream it.
Got that.
Who have we got? Zach?
Discord's on my phone, not on my computer.
Don't worry about these.
Because I'm special.
Not worrying about those.
That one. Let's roll this, right?
What does that get? 13.
First one.
All right, Gnu,
Yep.
you're up.
Cool. We're gonna roll.
13. Not bad. All right,
Hello.
you're up.
I'll 13. Okay, I'll take
13. That's
Oh,
pretty
15 again.
normal. All right. Rune, you can do yours however you wish, just so long as I can see it. You're also muted. Kit, do you want to do yours?
Yep, it's in the channel. I got a 15.
Is it in the channel? Did I mute the channel? I muted the channel. Then I've got to scroll so far down. It got a 15. You did too, thank you. Apparently we're going to watch Factorio now.
It is not Factorio.
I don't fucking know what it is. What is it?
It's RimWorld.
Ah, close enough.
What the
I
fuck?
glanced at it at the corner of my eye, okay?
Fair enough.
All right, next question. Sparse had a question. What was going through your mind when you made up the encounter? Did you think this will get those fuckers? Did you also twirl your moustache when making it? What encounter are you specifically talking about? And is it the encounter against Master Thrin? Also, Sparsy has requested Subway Surfers. He wants you to play Subway Surfers, so that can be in the corner of the stream. Like every
So they can
TikTok video
focus.
ever. Yeah.
Just for that, it's going to stay as RimWorld.
It's
Oh, that's
I will
fair.
fight you, Sparsy.
All right, we'll move on to the next question while Spicy answers my question. What are you going to Yep, there you go. What
Wow.
are you going to miss most about your character?
Did you see my roll or no?
Where did you roll?
Well, I haven't done it yet because you didn't answer me, so.
And by very
I needed
definition, no, we didn't
Your,
see your roll.
your screen share did not work.
Okay. Cool. Can I just, does it have to be streamed? Can it just be you seeing it? So I can just turn my camera around and you could see it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Sparsy didn't hear the question, by the way, that you asked because an ad started playing as soon as you asked.
Turn it around.
Another one
You
of these-
you should just subscribe,
Ready?
Spicy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Go for it, Rune. Rune got a 14. My question for you, Sparsy, was which encounter are you talking about? Was it the one against Master Thrin? Right, it was.
Yeah.
So let me answer that. Master Thrin was created months ago. Hey, you better not be clawing the carpet.
I'll claw Silk's carpet.
I'll eat your face.
I'll eat your face,
fuck?
Kidoo.
One of my chickens just
Jesus.
had a heart attack.
I created Master Thrin months ago. For this exact reason. Well, no, not this exact reason. He was supposed to be an
Kill
ally
the
of the party, and the party fucked up. So
No. You can't blame the whole party. It wasn't the party that fucked up. It was one Windrider and Zach.
they're
Forgot
fucked
your
up.
last fucking name.
Yeah, no, you done
Don't blame
exactly
us for
right.
that.
Well, I mean,
Well-
you fucked up for not being there, so
There you go.
That is
Still
very-
justified.
What?
Was that supposed to be a very hard fight? Yes, it was supposed to be nigh impossible because Master Thrin was supposed to join the fight right at the end of the campaign. If was convinced to be an ally, he was going to join the final fight, in which case would have been relatively on par with the party.
I really should have been here for the counter spells
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the persuasion.
So
Yeah.
Knocking her out and telling him off.
Putting a gag in his mouth and telling him no.
Jesus.
We did have the sex dungeon, though, to be
Kink
fair. We could have
activated.
done that.
Oh.
Just so you're aware, we're what, 45 minutes in. We're on page for the PDF that is showing. We're on page 5 of 71.
Oh my lord.
So we may need to speed fire some of these. Granted, there are
Alright.
some of them that are one character only, so that's fine.
What is
What-
the question
What are
currently
you
on?
what are you going
It's
to
on
miss
stream.
most about your character?
Is that for everyone?
That is for everyone.
Snuggling with
Like a-
Rune.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
miss the snuggle pile with Rune.
Rune was such a cuddle bug and just
I-
really stupid, and I loved him.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the friendship that Silk had with Rune and like cuddling up to him and talking and stuff. I think that was cool.
Oh my
And
God.
Fireball.
Yeah. Aloria, I'm gonna miss Aloria too. Because he's totally alive. I'm not in denial.
Hmm
I would
I-
say I'll miss playing a wizard. Favorite class. Played it for the last 18 months, so I probably won't play it again for a long term for a little while. But also his Ring of Invisibility.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, that was handy.
That was
Yeah.
so much fun to give to you guys as well, because nobody suspects an invisible gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's how we got it, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's where it
that's
came
right.
from. Somebody got attacked
forgot
by a
about the
gelatinous
fucking-
cube and it was invisible.
Forgot about the invisible gelatinous cube.
I think the thing I'm gonna miss the most is
Terrorism.
being poisonous. Oh.
Dripping the Gnu Goo.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my Gnu Goo the most.
Squirt my
Being-
goo.
Exactly. I'm gonna miss being drippy.
Drip, drip, drip for me, Gnu. Can you drip, drip, drip?
You
What's
out here with that
selection?
fucking drip.
Now you start
Oh my
start referring to
fucking
yourself in third party and change your name to Juvia.
Did anybody not answer that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, this might be a bit of a cop out, but given was really easily distracted, it was very simple to just tune out and just be like,
Yep.
I am totally paying attention. Oh no, I didn't. That's part of my character.
Wow, you don't like to listen to me talk to myself for 15 minutes?
Oh no, I do. It's just undiagnosed ADHD brain.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Oh yeah, that's why I do things in the background. Otherwise, I would literally never be paying attention. For whatever
fair.
reason, doing things in the background helps her.
Oh yeah, no, I do that. Just sometimes the brain just needs to not listen for a bit, and it
It
was
needs
very
to.
easy to make that part of my character.
That's fair.
Right, do rolls.
No, Zach hasn't answered.
Zach, answer
I'm
so we
sorry,
can roll, bitch.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I wanted to see how long it took for if Kit hadn't managed to get that banishment on me, to see how long it would take him to work out what Zach's deal was completely, because Kit knows the class I was playing, and it was quite funny to watch him try to prod at it.
That's fair.
Should we reveal where Zach went?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can. I forgot the name, but you can go for it.
So when a banishment is cast, yes, I am stalling so that I can look at my notes. When banishment is cast, the recipient, or the target rather, of the banishment is sent to their original plane of existence. Can't find my notes. Fuck.
I'm able to find it. Wait a sec.
Oh, I need to go ban Jim from the Discord for a while.
Oh, be naughty.
Got it.
What did
So
you
when Zach was banished, Zach went back to his plane of origin, which is not the material plane. Zach's
So I didn't
plane.
actually banish him, right? I think I tried to banish Thrin. But he
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
the
Yeah.
friend redirected it
Something,
into,
yeah.
Yeah, he used an ability that allowed him to redirect the spell and hit Zach.
Yeah.
So Zach was sent to Necropolia, which is the ninth layer of Nephra.
I knew he was a distrustful little shit.
in other words, was sent to the city of the dead.
Hey,
Bruh.
Zach would have died for Lara. You're ungrateful. Just because Zach was from somewhere else, that's just racist and. I
Yep.
forgot the other word.
You really had to think about that one, huh?
All the other
Xenophobic,
one.
maybe?
Using
Yeah, xenophobic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
no,
Typical
I'm just Zach phobic.
Typical.
Then
Whoa!
die for me.
You're
Get your
not the
work
one that
around.
tolerated then. Hey, Lyra probably would have appreciated that, but Silk is in Lyra.
Right. He answered. Let's roll.
Yes, you may roll. Can I get Urs first because I'm looking at your screen?
Sure. Just-
Not fucking Jim getting banned because of the league mention.
Fucking
I
nerds.
call it rude if they bring it up first.
Ur rolls. Ur gets.
10.
Oh my god, this is turning into New Lad.
Hey, don't you jinx it now.
Ur got a 10. Who's next?
Oh no.
Oh,
Whose turn are you
Rune, I can
having?
see yours. Go for it, Rune.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. 11.
Rune gets an 11 for the second one. Gino.
Ready?
Yep.
And go.
Oh, wow.
What'd you get? I can't see.
That's a
7.
7.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Oof.
I'm gonna re-roll that one later.
Yeah, you will. Alright, Silk, I think.
Okay.
You and your
can
screaming
see?
seagulls. Yep.
You can see the streamers. Okay, roll. 12.
Well, that's not bad.
So far, we're getting perfectly average stats.
Yeah. Hit. You got.
I rolled a 9.
Ouch, a 9.
Oy.
And
Okay.
who's haven't I seen? Zach,
Nine.
are you? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, hang on.
I'm ready.
Yes, go roll. Oh wow,
Oh my god.
that's an 8.
Oof.
That goes into my intelligence, right? Was it?
That is. Wow, that was really poor rolls across the board. All right, next question. All right, what was the most
Okay.
shocking or unexpected twist for you? Go.
Oh jeez, I don't know if there was any. That you categorically refused to say the password, even though he could have just avoided the whole thing.
What?
Okay,
No, no, no.
disclosure. I forgot about the password.
I know, that's why we gave you like 3 chances for it. We were like, no, don't make us fight him.
It's like,
I-
please, DM, say fucking Chumbawamba, please say it right now.
Okay, so legitimately, I forgot what I said the password was. The second point of that is that he was being controlled by Erelise, and so she
Oh.
didn't know what the password was, so she couldn't say it anyway.
That's literally why they had the password, so they could tell that. So that's how that worked out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine. Kit, what was your most shocking, unexpected twist?
That time when we had a group of people who were fighting who were about to surrender and then next killed one of them in cold blood
Oh yeah.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
puff of smoke.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
That was about a year ago.
He's trying to steal my friend.
That was in Zephyr's Rest.
I think that was like
Yeah.
my second.
Yep.
My second time joining.
Was it?
Nah.
It
Would have been the
Wait,
third.
second
After
or-
I weren't, remember? After
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
took
it
Myra
was pretty close to when you joined.
Yeah, I wasn't there for very long.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
no.
more the losing control afterwards, which was Interesting.
Yeah, those wisdom saves. I had a whole table for that, by the way. All right. Brumble's not here. You know.
Well, there's a lot. There was the whole portable hole situation because I didn't know the rules on those. I really screwed that pooch quite badly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I did, and
yeah,
then
you did.
yeah,
Should have been
Sorry that I
Um,
couldn't tell
sent
you
it to
for
those sites
metagame
you're on.
reasons.
I think one of the other ones was finding out that Kur Unara was working with a bunch of people that we didn't like. I didn't expect him to be in cahoots with like Glacier and everybody. Thanks, Kat, for that.
Now it lives on forever in the quotes.
All right.
Yeah, I think there's just a whole lot of things surprised me, but yeah, those were the main ones.
Okay. That's fair. Rune?
That Oswald was the bad guy.
Yeah,
He's
fair.
not though.
Mm.
Yeah,
Called
that
it.
threw me for a trip.
I'll
He was-
explain that later.
Please do. He was like top 3 in my list, I'm pretty sure. I think was at the top of
So,
the list. I'm not
if
even
you
gonna-
guys remember when I gave you all a questionnaire and I asked you who you think the BBEG is at that time, only one of
Oh,
you got
yeah.
it right.
Was it
Where's
Gnu
my
got it right?
It was Ganoodle that got it right.
Yeah.
But obviously, I couldn't tell you that you got it right, so I just said, "No, it's not him."
Dude, I was private
Rude.
messaging Gnu constantly, like, tell me. I was really working on those bestie privileges, eh?
I did not relent.
She did not fold.
Good.
I'm sad.
The answers, I don't know who the questions are.
Zach.
I mean, just that fucking Nyx had a thingy shard.
Oh yeah, Nyx was carrying a paradox shard.
And I didn't even get the special abilities.
yeah.
God damn it.
Unknowingly carrying a paradox shard.
Dude,
Did you find out what those were, or
that's what your ex was made of.
Yeah, your axe was a paradox shard, and so was Gnu's
cool.
armor.
I don't know what they are? Please, I had that for what, 4 sessions?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, no, I had to restart it because for some reason I just didn't want to push it to.
No, that's fair. I just switched back to you because you were doing something that moved, and you know they want Subway Surfers, but they can get Rimworld instead.
Yes, yes, they can.
Oh yeah.
And if you say shit about League again, Jim, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna break your kneecaps while you're
Whoa.
at work. I know where you work.
Whoa.
Okay.
For
That was a bit
legal-
more than-
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Oh yeah, totally. For legal reasons. A joke. Yeah, for legal reasons, I am joking. I'm not going to break any kneecaps. All right. So,
Let's
what
do it.
what was your most shocking, unexpected twist?
It's unexpected because I wasn't paying. I was so freaked out at the time that it's unexpected. Is when her sisters weren't actually her sisters. The first time we actually tried to save them. It's something that it's like if I had been paying attention to more than just trying to fuck up Glacier, I probably wouldn't have been that shocked. But it genuinely shocked my socks off. I was like, oh, fuck. They're gone. Oh no. And also, Aurora coming back with Gnu.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty twisty.
Yeah, I
Steal my
was.
sword.
I was like, how are they gonna bring both of us back?
I was like, whoa. Yeah, that was pretty twisty.
Cool. I'm glad I could be of assistance in your shock.
Yeah. Shock and trauma.
All right. Jim had a question. What's my beef with Norse names? I don't have a beef with Norse names. Just anything that is not easily pronounceable at a glance, I disapprove of.
Yeah. Fair.
It's not Norse
Spicy,
names I hate, it's effort.
Spicy had a question
Yep.
in chat as well. Which NPC did you want to kill but never got the chance?
Oh, I have an answer for that. I'll go first. I really wanted the party to kill Perimondelis, Turi, and Thalias.
Whoa.
Aww.
I'm gonna tell his namesake you said that.
That's fair. I had a reason, though, but I just can't tell you that reason.
Why?
Because it's a story for another day.
Oh, okay.
And also, he might be in campaign 2, so spoilers.
Du-du-du.
Okay, I'll go second. Aloria.
But you
Yeah,
did.
figured.
Yeah, but allegedly. We don't know if he's actually dead.
That's a question that comes up later.
Yeah, Aloria. No, I fully wanted to fucking kill Aloria a bunch. Especially because he was so creepy towards Silk and, like... The threats she'd made against him, by the way, if he had ever pushed those boundaries again or, like, continued doing what he was doing that was pissing her off, I, like, fully would have gone mental on him.
So then we could blame Silk for killing the
Then
whole
you could,
party.
then you could actually blame me for killing him, because I would have actively tried.
But he is dead.
Well, the whole party minus
Allegedly!
Rune.
Oh, yeah,
Ignoring
minus
that you're
Rune.
the DM and saying allegedly.
Aloria wouldn't have killed me, so that's fine.
Yeah.
It's because he would have been dead. Anyways.
Hi,
No!
Fuzzy. He came in with
Boy
the poop.
Fuzz!
The fuzz.
Anyone else wish to answer this one?
Reaper.
Oh, yeah, fair. Fair.
Oh my god.
I mean, Zach would have hunted down Reaper. And he had actual reason, but I would have enjoyed it as the player.
I think mine would have been whatever the bloody blue dragon was. We were pretty close to figuring out who that was and why that mattered to Kent.
I can actually answer that one. I don't know if that's coming up in the questions or not, though. But I can answer it now. We can skip over it if you want.
Cool.
So that blue dragon is a sapphire dragon that appeared in my original Thursday campaign a couple of years ago. In fact, not even a couple of years ago. It was when you first had the dream. It was that week. They encountered this sapphire dragon at the top of some staircase. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And instead of fighting it, they convinced it to pull a card from the deck of many things. And
Jesus.
it pulled the card somewhere in the world, a powerful enemy. You have just made a powerful enemy, and it is their life's quest to destroy you. And I decided to make that kit.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
I love
Kit
it.
is the powerful enemy, or that's what the thing wanted to destroy?
No, Kit was the powerful enemy set out to destroy it.
Oh.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so that was just a little bit of campaign crossover.
Nice.
Who else wanted to answer that question? NPC that you wanted to kill? Hey, Rumpy.
That petulant fucking child.
Oh, Irelise. She's amazing.
Oh, she's such a bitch. I hate her so
I just wanted
much.
to answer my question.
Her name is not Count. Frumpkin, just fucking love the stream, okay?
No.
Stop trying to get away from me. Ow, ow, motherfucker, ow, oh my god, I'm sorry.
What
Well,
the
that
fuck?
changed pretty quickly.
He landed,
I'm sorry. I'm
he
sorry.
landed on a container.
Oh.
Yeah, Erelise would not have gone down easily. So, good luck. Any other NPCs?
I kind of wish we took a swing at Zalexith when we dropped
Oh,
down
yeah.
down the hole.
Yes, that would have been fun.
That would have been a real early TPK, but
No, it
what a
wouldn't
way
have.
to go.
Well,
Oh.
we were ready for that. Remember, we were ready for the TPK to drop down, so we were ready for the TPK to fight him.
So,
I think part of the reluctance was the sheer size difference. 'Cause
Mm.
we were, I think him sitting down, we were like barely above his ankle or something.
yeah,
Size
he was
doesn't matter.
massive.
Size doesn't matter. It's what you do with it.
The thing about Zalexith is that he was chained up with the EATC's infernal chains. Those infernal chains hampered his power almost 100%. So you could have wailed on him without him attacking back. Or he may have done like some physical damage, but he didn't have anywhere near any of his abilities.
And I think the other thing was Nexus Swords really wanted to take a piece out of him, and that sounded like a really bad idea on the night.
Would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I would have powers.
You did have powers.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Still kill my kid.
Ooh,
You killed the kid.
wow. Any other
Funny.
NPCs?
It's a funny meme, bro. It's just a joke.
Jim wanted to kill the creepy god, Aloria.
Yeah.
Well, Silk did that for you, Jim.
Yeah. Get in line, bitch.
Everyone's shaking on my god.
Alright, are there any other NPCs, or can we move on?
Move on.
Alright.
The roar.
Oh, was there an
The
NPC?
roll.
On the flip side, was there an NPC you'd wished you'd interacted with more?
Randall.
Randall,
Mm-hmm.
who was...
Oh, with Monique. Oh.
Oh,
What about
Randall
that
and
little
Monique.
robot?
I loved Bracken.
Bracken.
Bracken 003.
He was like the Iron Giant. I loved him.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I also wish we'd interacted more with Randall and Monique.
Monique.
They were great. Also, Kermit.
Yeah, I was going to do their voices as you brought them up, but now I'm not.
Oh, what the fuck?
Randall and his girlfriend Monique. She teaches me how to read because she thinks I'm dumb.
The shopkeeper that Rune bought the tent off.
The
And-
pig.
Yes.
And
I was just going to say
Kirkman.
the Voltline girl.
The name's Kirkman from Motorfell.
Do the pig fox voice, I dare you.
Oh, I don't remember the
No.
name of her shop.
Me
There
neither.
was something from Trinket.
Enchantment.
Because I was like, oh. I was like, oh, because I need trinkets for his little mini temple, so let's go have a look.
Hang on,
But then
I'll
they were
see.
Little trinkets.
Because I pulled that name off the top of my
Yeah.
head.
That was
Oh,
right. I think it was the Enchanted Trinket.
that's right. Yes, it
That's
was.
good.
Welcome to the Enchanted Trinket, Will.
Yeah,
That
kill her.
one, yeah.
Kill her. Fire.
At least they're not doing the button. I couldn't deal with that voiceover one, eh?
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that. It was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
funny.
It went
I-
right
I-
through my head.
I stopped using that immediately.
Yeah.
You can buy all your magical trinkets from me, Will.
Oh, God.
I
No,
got
no.
her all the shrooms.
Oh, that's right. She wanted the shrooms for Campus Respite.
Yeah. So I got. Oh, I've lost Camper's Respite now. I will.
Yeah, you
I
have.
used it.
Any other NPCs?
No.
Mom.
Guys, my flatmate's just seen the screenshot of the death board because she's watching the stream. Hello. And it's all I got in my DMs was a huge laughing, and now she's just sent me a shit ton of laughing emojis in a skull. Listen, okay. I can explain.
It's
Alright,
what you deserve.
let's go through these. We're on page 7 of 71. There is a lot.
You said we were on page 7 before.
Yeah, well,
Five.
no, it's page
What?
5.
Oh, page 8.
This is a good one, actually. What was the most difficult choice your character had to make? Go on, Zach.
whether Nex is gonna murder Silk or not.
What?
Yeah, I heard
Wait,
about that
Zach
one.
Zach
No,
specifically?
Nex. No, Nex.
Oh, Nyx. I was like,
Nyx.
whoa, what? Yeah, that's called for. That's fair. Genuinely thought that Nyx was gonna kill her like straight up point blank, as soon as it happened. I was rolling up a new character in the background.
That's fair. Kit, what was the most difficult choice you had to make?
I couldn't think of one, but I think maybe Kit is a little hurt that Lyra didn't ask him to stay when she decided to stay in Highwarren. So yeah, I think that the most difficult decision would have been to not retire at that time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or all the emotions coming out of the woodworks.
I'll ask next time.
Oh, there won't be a next time. Kit's dead. That's Lyra's fault.
Oh, yeah, that's... Fuck off!
Should I add that to the board? Lyra killed Kit.
Kit was definitely an death.
Yeah, how dare you kill Steel?
Um,
No, I'm not kill stealing, I promise. Please don't hurt me.
Rune, what was your most difficult choice?
I think when Rune had that big blow up about Aloria talking to everybody else, you know, his little jealous streak.
Yeah.
The choice to whether to believe him and keep, because that was when he learned that, you know, Aloria was made by him, and he manifested him into existence, right, to then save me and blah 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 blah. So first of all, to believe him, but then second of all, to keep believing in him and keep following him, because up until then he'd just been giving Rune a bunch of riddles, which Rune's not very smart. I'm not very smart. I don't do riddles. Riddles are words on a paper to me. Hence the 50 million questions. So yeah, I think that was probably one of Rune's.
Alright. That's a good one, actually.
Oh, thanks.
You know.
I think one of the most difficult choices for Gnu was whether or not to go to the Feywild. She really was getting angry. She was getting angrier and angrier throughout. Going there and coming back, she was really getting quite upset because time was running out for her and her people. And in her mind, they had such bigger problems. No offense.
Wow!
She was really pissed that we had to fucking go there, but she decided to trust her friends, and then
Aren't
one of her
you-
friends killed her.
The accident. Aren't you so excited that we're playing characters who like each other this time around? Because I really am.
For now.
That's... Hey! I don't have the
Every
mental
time.
spoons to be messaging you in the background, being like, "I'm sorry, I love you."
No, I'm looking forward to having like some closer connections and things. But yeah, the most difficult was definitely sticking with the party to the Feywild. She really did not want to go.
Alright. That's definitely a valid valid choice. Who else is there? So-
And on the flip side of that, it was leaving the Feywild after everything that went down there. She was really fully willing to leave the party and stay in the Feywild, and do things remotely from there, especially
I thought
after
so.
killing Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
I was really surprised that she came back with us. I really did think she was gonna stay.
I mean, the reason that she did come with you was like the DM asking me not to leave the campaign, or at least Silk not to leave. But Silk really, really wanted to stay. It was super hard for her to leave the Feywild and continue with this mission, knowing everything that she'd done to the party. Albeit accidentally and not on purpose.
Yeah, we still did it.
I know.
Yeah, it still happened.
I know.
If you break the fight and roll it back together, the crack is still there, okay? Like,
Literally gonna fucking feel bad about this for the whole rest of my life.
Good, you should.
What? On my deathbed, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, guys. No one's gonna know what I'm fucking talking about.
It's
and
just
you
in your
will. Please say sorry to my D&D team from 2025.
I'm sorry, I killed so many things.
The person reading your will is just like really concerned.
I should have called the cops.
Alright, same question.
Actually taking the shot at Nyx the first time. Like,
Oh.
they're making that decision. Like, we'd had that conversation, sort of, me and Nyx going, yep, like, this will happen, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, it'll happen. And then it gets there, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was it the hag fight or the temporal church?
Was it the hag fight?
Temple.
Yeah, it was the hag fight. It took the shot to take Nyx down because Nyx was losing control. Everyone else was having a moment, so stole Nyx.
When
For
you
a
mean
little
by
while.
moment, we were all unconscious, right?
No. You, Rune, and you and
We
Rune
were
were
having
up, and Silk and Gnu had just come back up.
Oh,
know,
that was
so
after
it was
we
just
kind
when
of
they were
hands,
went
yeah.
off a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're telling each other, stop fighting, we're
Which-
friends.
I'm gonna admit, confusing as fuck for to come back to. he's just gone away to have this moment with Nyx to make sure everything's alright. Comes back and everyone's fucking mad at each other, and it's like, oh god, he didn't have the emotional capacity to deal with this, guys.
Oh, poor little kid.
I thought you were originally gonna say taking the shot at Master Thrin.
Oh no, there was no hesitation there.
Yeah, we know
The
that
was
hesitation was because I was
Maybe there should have been.
probably should have been a bit more.
Jesus.
I mean, we'd been talking shit the whole session,
Yeah.
as if there weren't going to be any consequences. And when they showed up, I think we were all ready for it, and we were happy for it to
Yeah,
come.
we were like, yeah, fucking hell, we deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine going away for like 2 weeks and coming back to you guys being like, teehee, we died. It's like, what? Excuse me?
So this thing happened.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. Alright, do you guys want to roll another stat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright,
Come on, Peter.
here we go. I've got... Oh, we're already looking at yours.
Sweet. Let me just change it to the actual.
Rune, you can actually roll yours first while gets ready. So I'm looking at your camera.
I'm already. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my
it's a
God.
7.
That's a
Man.
7 for Rune. All right, go.
Come on.
Who gave me all that bad
baby.
luck?
Oh my
F9.
god,
You cursed me with this new lad bullshit.
it's a 9. This is gonna be a fun campaign.
Can you drop into the party chat what Nulad's roles were? Because they were real shit, right?
Yeah, Nulad's
I think
rolling real
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
or
sure.
something?
Do you want to pull up Nulad right now?
Yeah, sure.
Just while it's on stream. You'd have to go edit, but you know, whatever.
I
Do it
might
your
take
way.
the long way round. Jeez.
Yeah.
Tell me how to live my life.
On the scenic tool?
8, 14, 13, 10, 13, 11.
Oh my lord.
It's not that
Rough.
bad.
Yeah, that was pretty
That's
bad.
why I
Keep
said
going with that.
to reach 20 at my primary stats, we needed to reach level 20, and all I could take was ASIs.
Right. Silk,
Rolly, rolly time.
go for it. Oh,
Ooh.
read it out.
It is a 15.
Ooh.
Nice, nice.
Good.
Grumble,
So,
grumble, grumble.
did good on that one.
All right, you know.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna roll like 2 sevens now.
Okay, here we go.
Don't jinx yourself.
Why would you put that into the world?
Oh, come on.
Oh no.
What did you
Oh,
roll?
no. A 9.
Oh no.
So Gnu's current stats 13, 7, 9.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right, Zach, you're up. Oh no. Oh, that's not too bad. Average.
I don't know what you rolled.
11.
An 11.
So,
That's alright, yeah.
so Zach's current stats are 13, 8, 11.
18,
Uh,
20. Okay.
And Kit got a massive 16.
Ooh.
Nice.
Bruh.
Highest roll in the campaign so far.
Kit's not doing too bad with 15, 9, and 16.
Oh, that's good.
You're playing a
That's good.
frontliner, right, Kit? You're the one who's gonna save us all.
Yeah, leaning paladin at the moment.
I'm doing okay, I think. But yeah, Kit, what
Did
are
I-
you playing? Or is
did I
that
miss anyone?
spoilers?
It'll be a frontline character of some sort.
Everyone right?
Did I miss everyone?
I think so.
Cool.
too.
Let's go. Is there any secrets your character or characters never revealed? And what are they?
Me,
Yes, Rune, go.
Rune is a shapeshifter,
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh shit!
but
never
he
knew
doesn't
that.
know it.
I
Yeah.
remember fucking helping you make the character as well, and then you just literally never using the ability ever. The changeling
Yeah.
abilities. I was like, wait, did we did you forget that you had the changeling abilities, or you just not use it?
Well, because the main thing was Rune was the well, because also for starters, Rune is a character that I don't play. I don't play it up front and looking after everybody and blah blah blah. I'm a at the back and shooting heals and fireballs, right? Like, so I had to get used to playing a paladin and being up front. So I was so focused on all of that stuff, I forgot everything about the changeling and like the beginning where we did the whole. What was he? It was a juggernaut in the beginning, so I forgot all the
Hmm.
juggernaut stuff. And then when we did the whole shapeshifter thing and he shapeshifted and yeah, I just
Forgot.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
Too much
that's
all at
fine.
once.
That's fine. New character, who does?
I'll admit,
Exactly.
I'll be real with you, Rune. When we learned you were a shapeshifter, and then none of the shapeshifter shit came in. There were like 3 days where I was building a shapeshifter background character, a backup character, just to be a shapeshifter shapeshifting.
Oh, there you go.
How do we know that Rune wasn't disappearing in the middle of the night when everyone was sleeping and living an NPC life as a shapeshifter?
NPC he
Damn,
was
Cat, how did you
sneaking
find
out,
out?
Wait,
sneaking
How
out to
much?
see your panda, bro.
how much gold did Rune
Nah, I
end
was
up with?
obvious
Like,
with
were they
that.
running a side hustle as a prostitute or something?
Oh, that's a good idea. I could have done that.
Future campaign ideas.
Anyway,
Yeah.
He had no secrets. He was open book.
it was an open book. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat really was.
I don't think had any secrets.
I don't think
Like I wouldn't call them
did either.
secrets. There was a bunch of shit no one had bothered asking about that he never told anyone because he was never going to volunteer that information first.
That's fair.
But he never would have kept it secret.
What about New Lad? His
Shit, did he have a
That
secret?
him-
his secret
Myra
was
thing?
his secret was actually explored.
Yeah, it was he was not like he was an experiment.
Yeah.
And also older than the wars and the gods.
Yeah, so he was originally
Yeah.
from Lemnia.
Yeah, and like the first age or whatever.
Yeah,
Like the one before the big sundering shit.
that's the one. Zach?
I mean, it's, yeah, pretty much Zach's background was the big secret, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Still the beans.
Nex wasn't really hiding anything outside of. I don't think I ever told anyone about the war and the stuff that Zach learned from Aurora and Dusk during our little
No.
break after Laura's mum died. But yeah, nothing outside that really.
Alright. You want to spill the beans on Zach's backstory?
Well, I
Or-
don't know all of that.
Or do you want to keep that for another day?
I mean, probably keep that for another day because even I don't know all of it yet.
Okay, that's fine. We'll keep that for another day. What about you, Gnu?
I don't know whether she had any secrets. I mean, she was straight up quite open with being a terrorist.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of the leader of the rebellion for a little bit, but you guys knew that. I mean, as far as she knew, because she was the successor. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
How did Gnu really feel about turning purple?
Really not happy. A lot of her, when she was in her, like, crash phase, they get trained by higher up grung, which are often purple. To that level anyway, not super high up, but like higher than her, which was purple, and they would beat them and train them, and so she was really not happy to look like one of those, and she was really not looking forward to turning up as a purple grung, because it usually only happens with powerful magic, which happened when she got brought back to life, but it usually only happens with powerful magic and things like that in grung culture when you earn it. So she really didn't want them to be suspicious of her by being purple.
So how much of what you just said around the colours and stuff is actually like grung history versus Gnu's version of grung?
No, it's because I don't know anything about grung, so I looked them up. I just wanted to be a
Nice.
little frog. So I looked up the culture.
Yeah.
And the I think like the highest level you can be is gold. But it's like the lower ones are sort of purple and red, and then it goes up to like orange and things like that. But
Nice.
green are the lowest, which was what she was for a really long time, and then it goes up to purple.
Yeah. All right. There's no other questions around that. Should we take it? Oh yeah, Silk. I forgot about you.
What the fuck, man?
I'm sorry.
Rude. Silk's
forgot.
secret was actually with Aloria. For the longest time, I had carried the secret about making a deal with Aloria. And then after that, it was that Aloria wasn't what he appeared to be. he told her that he was like something from a totally different realm, and the only person she told that was Rune, because she thought that Rune deserved to know. But Alori didn't actually tell me like what he was. He just said that he was not a minor god. He was like a totally different creature from a different realm and everything. Yes.
You know what I want to know? Because I had that paladin thing where it was like you can tell what celestial and fae and demons are in your area and stuff,
Hmm.
I
right?
was waiting for you to use that around Zach.
Divine sense.
I was waiting for you to use that
That's
around
all
Zach.
I'm saying.
Yep.
What? I want to know who was this, who they all were, because you told me like 2 and 2 and 1 or something at one stage.
So next had Celestial and Fiend,
Yeah,
which was Dusk and Aurora.
yeah.
Or rather, Aurora was the Celestial, Dusk was the Fiend. Lyra had Celestial.
Oh,
She did indeed.
I was wondering.
Lyra's secret was that she made a deal with the Child of Light to become a warlock.
That's right.
Cool.
I don't believe there was anybody else that had Celestial or Fiend in them, apart from Gnu near the end. Would have
Yeah.
been very strong Celestial.
And she stole my.
I didn't steal it.
You stole it.
Like that's
You
no,
totally
that question's
stole it.
coming up. Trust that
It
question's
is.
coming up.
It is. Yeah.
Aloria?
He made you see Celestial.
So he came up celestial, but he wasn't.
Came up Celestial.
Okay.
Fucker.
Yeah. What he was,
What?
only I shall know.
Oh, come on. I killed him already.
Later. It's a
Allegedly.
question. It's a question that comes up later. As for now, though, I need to pee. I'm pretty sure Gnu needs to pee.
It's true. I do need to be.
We're going to take a very quick break, and then we'll come back and we will answer these questions quicker because we're on page 9. All right, we will be right back.
Coffee time. Yes, ready.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
And peanut.
We're back from the latrine.
And
All right, we're going to do a bit of like 3 questions ahead because I was skipping ahead. Going to do a little bit of rapid fire. Please answer as quickly as possible. Which character was most sus to yours? Kit,
Zach.
clearly. Yeah. You're muted.
The king.
There we go.
King Gildan scale.
He's sus. I agree. with you.
Interesting. Silk.
Zach.
Rune.
I don't really. I'm pretty trusting, so.
Okay, that's fair. Zach.
I actually don't know. Zach hadn't really formed an opinion on anyone. Everyone was sus.
Gnu.
Lyra.
Whoa.
Oh, fair. All right.
Fuck you.
We're going to go in Discord order. How you are in the chat, the order in the chat, because this is taking forever. So only one person will answer each question. If somebody has something like really important to add, you can. Or if like you can very quickly answer the question with what you thought, then do that. So I guess would be up first.
Mhm.
Is that how you're seeing it, Kit?
Yep.
Okay. Is up first.
The Drake,
So,
is that what you're talking about?
Sorry?
Is that what you're talking about? The Draco, Silk, Zach.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But obviously, I'm not answering questions until the end because my
So-
questions are at the end. So, is going to answer this one. What was your backup character,
Oh Jesus, was my backup character.
Yep, fair.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 different ones. It would just depend on where the campaign was when I died.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any important backup characters that they had?
I had my sisters.
That's fair.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's like gonna be a whole vengeance thing. Like if Silk died, her sister, the middle sister, would have come in and been like, "I vengeance, bitch," and then the third sister would have come in if the second one died. I had a whole thing.
We would have gotten to the end of the campaign and realized we're not entire bloodline.
That's fair. All right, Silk. Are there any areas of the reserve that you wish you had explored more? And what are your favorite areas?
So my favorite area was the like snow biome. Mine and Silk's was the snow biome, and
Winterlands, yep.
honestly, I really wish that we had explored that space more, and probably the area around Zephyr's Rest, because we were only like in and out there, and it seemed like a real cool little area in town. So yeah, I would have loved to explore the Winterlands and Zephyr's Rest a lot more.
Cool, good answer. Anybody else got a quick fire
Definitely.
answer?
Swamp.
Ah, yeah, fair.
Yeah,
For you, that's
swamp,
fair.
But someone blew that up.
Only a small portion of it.
Yeah, we
Get
were
out
next
of
to
my
Gnu's home.
swamp!
Yeah, you were on the other side of the mountains. Cross over the mountains, you would have been at Canoe's home. All right, Zach. Who do you wish you had connected more with, but never got the chance?
Rumble.
Okay, is that
Aw.
Zach's answer or Nex's answer?
That's Zach as the player, because that's the whole point of this whole character. Was to be someone to be friends with Brumble. So they felt bad.
What would Nex's answer be?
Oh. Gnu.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
we
see
had
that.
we had a lot of like really similar like outlooks on life. I think we would have we'd have probably gotten along quite well if we had the chance.
Both terrorists.
Thanks, Silk.
Both like killing people. Yeah.
I wish.
I mean, yeah, the second bit, sure.
I wish I had more time to connect with actually, because he was just on the outline, and also, especially after like all that trauma went down in the Feywild, and he was very like protective of her, like blocking her from the others with his wings and stuff. I wish there'd been a friendship bloomed there.
Cool. All right, Gnu, you're up. What parts of campaign 1? No, this is for everybody. What parts of campaign 1 were driven by this is for me.
That's for you. Yeah.
What parts of campaign 1 were driven by
sorry.
backstory? We know
That
Silk's
should have been in
sisters,
it, yeah.
Brumble's BFF, but what else did we experience because it was one of our backstories?
I think that is also in yours. I must have forgotten to delete that slide.
Useless.
Well,
You suck at your one job.
Whoa!
This is how we get another terrorist in campaign.
I am joking.
Alright, yeah, I'm remaking my character.
I am joking. I love you and I love what you've done. I don't mean it. Someone's stream is running and it's pissing me off.
I think
Oh, it's go figure.
I was wondering why I was hearing your voice echoing twice. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
wow. Why is there 2 Dracos?
Okay, so
hard
what
enough to hear it once.
what parts?
Yeah.
Wow, rude. Campaign 2 over. Okay, so what parts were driven by backstory? The first arc with Wilhelm, that was not driven by any backstory. It just happened to be that I stole Lyra's parents halfway through the arc. Yeah, so really Silk's sisters, which tied heavily into Brumble's BFF Leora. The Glacia storyline was backstory. The Karunara storyline, which was cut very short, was backstory. There was little snippets of Gnu's backstory pushed into the Withering Silence arc. I was trying to get. No, I wasn't really trying to, but I laid the foundation for GNU to push her backstory. There was the going to the well, which you know
Yeah.
about. There was obviously going directly into the swamp as well.
Mm.
Going into the swamp to get the mushrooms was also another way for GNU to advance her backstory, but never did.
Yeah, I mean, we had to get back though, man. Like, ugh.
That is true. The Withering Silence was going to tie heavily into you, Kit, because you were essentially a descendant from one of the ancients of that. What do they call them? Sorry, I've been
The timeless
writing
one?
the timeless ones. Thank you. I've been writing Campaign 2, so I've forgotten everything about Campaign 1. Yeah, you were the descendant of Gramps, actually. Or who you thought Gramps was, which was Alaric.
So he really was your Gramps then.
He really was, yeah. You were a descendant of his, so you actually had timeless blood within you, which was going to be one of the catalysts to seal away the Withering Silence. So that was entirely your backstory, kind of. The swords that Nex carried were her backstory. And so the whole Professor Oswald trying to steal the swords, that was Nex's backstory. So the final arc would have been purely about Nex.
Mm.
Trying to think what else you guys experienced that was part of backstories is hard.
It must have been the bombing at Castle Gildenscale, because that was a GNU thing, right?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. The bombing of Castle Gildenscale was GNU.
Yes, it was.
Oh, shit.
It was when
Well, there's no
GNU.
secret.
It's when GNU had to leave the party for some reason.
She hadn't
I
joined
was
us
in.
yet.
No, I had. I was. Wasn't that when? No, I wasn't in hospital then.
That's when you
Something had happened.
joined us, isn't it? Because we found you while you were trying to get away, and we found you outside the window when we were talking.
No, I was spying. I was spying on the Grung leader because I knew that he was going to be at that meeting that I was spying on. And then I had to go away for a couple of weeks.
I think it's
can't
because you were
remember what
moving
for.
house.
Oh, it might. Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I
And
think it was when
in
you were
that
moving.
time, yeah, and I came back, and you were all in a pub in the Winterlands, I think. And I came in through the door. And then in the morning, I told you about my past, and that I had done a whoopsie.
A whoopsie.
Yeah, yeah.
I have music playing somewhere in my house. Hang on. I don't know why.
Some of my friends actually got captured during that
It's
bombing,
open,
and I
open.
never ever saw them or found out what happened to them ever again.
Wait, was that the
Aw,
graffiti
were they
though?
grunts?
Baby
as
girl,
well?
they're dead.
just like you are now.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so the graffiti was the rebellion, and if I looked for it and found it, then that would mean that they were still active.
Yeah.
What about the big, was it changeling or doppelganger? I think we get the term mixed up.
Oh yeah, the doppelganger
Where did all
thing.
that come from? Was that backstory or?
Nope, that was not backstory. That was the Eclipse Enclave.
Yeah.
So that was
Was
one
that
of
gonna go-
the cults essentially.
Was that going to go further on if Lyra had stayed on, like connecting itself with her, or
Nope.
you were going to bring it up later anyway?
That was going to be brought up later, which will get brought up in a later question.
Ooh.
Mystery.
Yeah. Any other questions about backstory? Or rather, experiences that were backstory?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. I think, the next one's you.
Cool.
Nope, it's not. Those of you that played multiple characters in Campaign 1, did you have any regrets?
You go first.
No,
No?
no.
Oh, yeah,
I
shit.
thought,
Discord order.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was pretty happy with where New Lady ended up and had fun playing her, so no regrets.
Could have played more next. That's all.
I actually did miss Lyra quite a bit. Like, I regret that the New Lad and Lyra stuff happened off screen.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that could have been really fun.
Yep.
And I missed the dynamic that the party had with Lyra as well, because she was already friends with Kit, so it was like a lot easier to get along with everyone.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Make it
like,
sound like it's my fault that we didn't.
No!
No,
It's
it's
my fault
Lyra's
for
fault that you
switching
didn't.
characters.
Yeah.
Nah, I missed that, like, Lyra and Kit had such a good friendship, and then I decided to stop playing Lyra because I missed being a magic user, and everything sort of changed there, which was fair. But I don't regret Silk. I love her.
Okay. Anyone else
I
playing
wish-
multiple characters?
Yeah, me. I wished that I'd changed the class, because I thought what I wasn't liking was the Juggernaut, but it was really the Paladin.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
when Rune became human, but he was still the Paladin, that's when I kind of clicked, and I was just like, oh, okay, I just don't like Paladins.
That's fair. They are a tough class to play.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see if we can get one for you. I don't know the order of these questions, okay? Nope. For those that played one character, did you ever think about retiring that character? Kit?
As much as he kind of wished Lyra would have asked him, he probably would have said no, because as much as Kit didn't really engage with the fact that he was so important, there was an existential crisis that he was fated to be a part of. Kit's a reluctant hero, so he would have continued because that's his duty, but being dutiful was the reason why he wanted to get out of the castle district in the first place.
Yeah, fair. Good answer.
Hey, bro.
Played 2, Silk played 2, Rune kind of played 2, Zach played 2.
I do have an answer for this, but I want to wait for a later. Oh, I don't know if we'll even get to the later question.
Yeah, we will. We're going to go fast. All right, that's
okay,
fine.
then I'll wait.
Wait for a
Yeah,
later
I'll wait.
question. All right. This is a me question as well.
Then skip it.
What parts of the story did you close
Okay.
off because you killed the NPC that could have been a friend?
The whole campaign.
Well, yeah, the NPC killed you guys.
I killed no
Yeah.
NPC. Thank you.
I don't think you actually killed anyone that could have that actually closed off any stories. Admittedly, if you kept Wilhelm alive, that would have changed things dramatically.
What if Nix didn't kill that one dude in cold blood? Would that have changed how that whole Wilhelm side of the story would have played out?
It would have changed the attitude that those Eclipse Enclave members had towards you. They wouldn't have been so willing to help you had you not murdered one of them in cold blood.
Yeah.
So it's a power play then.
That was a power play, so that actually
Yeah.
worked in your favor.
Well, until
Um,
next day.
If you hadn't have killed them, they would have betrayed you and essentially taken you to prison within the volcano.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, I legitimately cannot think of anything else. Trying to think of all the NPCs that you killed.
A lot.
Deserved.
Yeah, there wasn't any that closed off stories. Not from killing, anyway. There were stories that were closed off due to other actions. For example, there was an entire quest line for Perimondalis 3 and Thalias. There was an entire quest line to do with the auction in the sewers. There
I
was
actually remember that.
Yeah.
That one. I remember that episode because that session, because I wasn't actually in the campaign yet, but Silk was at my house. So I was hearing it.
Oh yeah.
And I think
that's right.
after you ended the session, someone made a
Rumble made a whole PowerPoint about.
yeah.
Brumble made
I
a level up
remember that.
PowerPoint.
Oh,
It
the
was
level up
about how
power,
we should level up.
PowerPoints.
Yes.
Did no.
I do
That
remember
was
that.
fucking great.
Um,
That was
yeah,
so good.
there were other quest lines that were obviously closed off due to player negligence or just poor rolls.
You don't have to give details, but are there any that we closed off for whatever reason that you really wish that we had progressed?
Yes, the EATC quest line. If you had this is right at the very start when you did the Goblin Caves. If you had actually investigated the EATC then, there was going to be a massive quest line for that. So I'm disappointed that one didn't come to fruition. What other ones were there? No, I think everything else. Yeah, I think that was the only big one that was closed off. And you were actually given 2 chances on that one as well. Just because I tried to bring it in again and you guys didn't bite, but that's fine. That's how the game is played. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Can we finally get the GNU question? Sure. Someone immortalizes GNU on a t-shirt. What does it say or look like?
Oh my
no.
god.
I feel like we should play TKO for this one.
Please.
Yeah.
We can't. It'll take too long.
I think it's a green t-shirt and it just says in big bold letters, "I'm dripping."
Yeah.
I would wear the shit out of that t-shirt.
Can it have like
Same.
can it have like slime droplets as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that
Yo.
the letters would be like drippy letters.
Yeah.
Drippy slime.
I'm
Aw.
Is it
dripping.
time to hit up Adrian for the screen print stuff to make this?
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
on the
so.
back it should say GNU Goo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so when I walk past it says, "I'm dripping GNU goo."
That's the one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Future merch.
Please. Please. God.
That is fantastic. I love that. I love
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah, that is great.
Mhm.
Oh, this is a really good one for Ket. Who is most affected by your untimely death?
From Kit's perspective, he doesn't think anybody cares that he's gone. So he doesn't think anybody reacts. He would hope that his immediate family would probably have the biggest reaction. What Kit kind of fears, like his whole point was he wants to be an adventurer because he wants to live a life worth reading about, because he's read a bunch of books about, heroes and adventures. Kit's final thoughts are probably he failed. No one's going to want to read about the story about the Owlin who failed to stop the Withering Silence.
Damn.
Oh,
God damn.
rough.
Ow.
I just want to point out that GNU did jump in front of a disintegrate,
100%.
so GNU would care if she was alive.
Well, no, technically GNU would not because GNU's
would have
dead.
cared.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's a
But it was
couple
a
of
pile of
MVP
dirt.
moments. My
Was
two
it
MVP
five?
moments are Rune jumping into the magic circle that would have killed Kit against Wilhelm, and then watching GNU jump in front of a disintegrate.
Yep.
I want to say real fast that Lyra's going to be fucking absolutely devastated at the news of Kit's death.
Mm-hmm.
there is another NPC that is going to be absolutely devastated at Ket's death as well,
Ooh.
and that is
I would
young
assume there'd be two of them.
Oh, Pip.
Pip. Pip, the little mouse folk. Now his story actually continues.
Ooh.
I won't give too much away, but essentially he hears of your death, continues his training, and then he follows in your footsteps to retrace what you had done to write a book about it.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, your book will get read.
it will.
There's a training montage somewhere in there, I know.
Yeah.
Probably.
And
The manner must be quickly.
All right. Next question, which I believe is for Rune. Are there any
Yeah.
NPCs that you would like to be recurring in campaign 2 or even 3?
You're asking Rune this, right? Not me this.
Well, no, I'm asking you this.
Okay. So I won't say Mr. Panda then because it's not Rune. Honestly, the dragons. I love the dragons. But that's just because I love dragons. So
The dragons? Which
Like
one?
the sapphire dragons or like the dragonborns?
Or like Maisie and
These
stuff.
nuts in your face.
yeah, like
Ah,
maybe like the popcorn one and the we were going everywhere and there was a dragon near the crystals or the dragon somewhere and just
Dragons, okay.
and the hot Volpine chick, yeah.
Which one?
Well, thank you.
NPCs.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
talking about the little pink
The
Volpine?
enchanted- yeah, the little enchanted trinkets.
Oh, well.
I'm sure she's gonna hit puberty and her voice will straighten out, but
It's gonna get worse.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my Jam.
I mean,
The
Yeah.
Volpine was a trap the whole time.
was we mad? Not at all.
just to answer Kit from the party chat, whereas Kit, you said Bracken could be a clockwork dragon. Bracken was a druid who would transform into warforged or like metal construction versions of the animals.
Oh,
That's cool.
That's so
Little
cool.
fella.
so he wasn't
Yeah.
a little guy. He was just a whole ass dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Where's my list of people? Oh, we're back to the top. This one's for
Cool.
This is not a good question for
Bring it.
Next question.
Seven union members enter, only one leaves. Who is the one? Who falls first and who falls last?
Is the room dark? What has shadows in it?
I would have. Yeah, okay. So wins if it's dim light.
Yeah, wins if there's darkness, because he can get away from anyone who can rock up and hit him, and most of the ranged people need sight to hit him.
Yeah.
First down? Oh shit. Probably Kit. Purely because everyone gangs up on them because they're in a terrifying. If it's just a straight out and out brawl in the middle of a tavern room, Rune or Zach probably walks out.
Walks out.
Yeah.
they don't die.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Or Brumble, if
Mm.
Brumble's still there.
Mm.
And
Yeah, if
Brumble-
Brumble was there, he would
Definitely
definitely
will
walk
come
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy had so many hit points.
If I set him on fire, I'll burn.
I think I only had a few less hit points than Brumble.
Yeah, but Brumble has all the resistances to most of our high damage
Yeah.
killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And he just sits in the face of all the magic
Yeah,
range
that- yeah,
casters
yeah.
and
Yeah.
nerfs all their abilities.
Just eats all the magic.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to roll another stat?
Oh my god,
Ye-
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm on your screen already. Oh, never mind. I can see Runes first. Actually, Runes is playing silly buggers. All right, go Rune.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. 14.
14. That's not too bad. All right, go
14, 11, 7, 14. That's pretty good.
Hey,
16, I'll take it.
16. That's good. All right. Silk.
Rollin', 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 rollin'. Oh, 12.
12. That's not bad considering the rest of your numbers. You know?
Oh my! I don't want to click, man.
Please,
Just
you
click.
got this.
You'll be fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
16.
What is it?
Ooh, 16 is nice.
Oh, and
Kit-
she did not swear.
Okay. Kit got a 12. And Zach.
Gonna roll shit. Bam! Oh, not too bad.
Who?
Nice.
15.
15. Is that everyone? All right, I'll
Think
go
so.
back.
I think so.
I'll go back to Urs.
Kit, did you roll a set?
Very weird
Yep,
thing.
I got a 12.
Yep.
I think the same as you.
Hey,
We're not
at
doing
least
too
it's not
badly.
illegal fucking...
All right. Who's answering the next one? Must be Silk.
So,
Tis.
Imagine you had a sending stone in your hair that doesn't actually apply to you because you weren't
yeah,
there.
give someone who actually died that question.
We'll go.
Zach.
Okay, Zach. That's a really good one, actually. All right, Zach. Imagine you had a sending stone in your hand and could have sent a final message of 25 words before you died. Who was on the other end, and what do you say?
We fucked up, Delara.
Yeah,
No
okay.
context, just we fucked up.
We fucked up. Line goes dead.
Pretty
Oh
much.
shit.
Damn. All right. Well, that was easy. All right. Moving on. Silk. Did your campaign 1 character name have a particular meaning that you haven't already shared with the party?
It was just me playing on materials. So like silk, the material, and then her sister was satin, the material, and then I ran out of material names, so her sister was just fiery. And also, I had literally just finished reading the Ekotar series too, and that name was stuck in my head, but I didn't want to go for Pharaoh because copyright. The tail part though is both meaning tale as in like her tail, and tale as in a story.
Yeah, clever. I like that.
Yeah,
That's really clever.
and that's
Nice.
Yeah.
Good answer. It's a good question too. All right, Gnu. Fuck. What was the dumbest decision that somehow worked?
I mean, it didn't work.
Face palm, face palm.
It was the portable hole bomb, wasn't it?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
the bomb.
I mean,
It did
if
work.
my goal was to meet my future wife, then it kind of worked. If the goal was to save Kuna's life, then it didn't work at all.
As I've said multiple times, Kurunara was alive the entire time. Nobody checked
Yeah.
on him.
I know. I'm
And
new.
then-
I was
Then you
new
blew
to
up the portable
game.
hole.
Yeah,
You
I
killed
did.
him.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
so aware of that fact. I'm gonna remember that till actually the day I die.
Nice.
That is
That's all right.
fantastic.
We also won't let you forget it.
Yeah.
It's gonna live on long after you're dead, bro.
Yeah. The tail will live on.
All right.
Portable.
Admittedly, that was one of the funniest
Oh my
moments.
god. Top
I
10
mean-
favorite moments in any campaign is the portable hole bomb.
The fact that we had to have a whole one shot. We had to have a whole one shot to bloody resolve it as well.
We fucked up so bad. We had to do one.
If anyone wants to see that again, that was episode 10 and then episode 10.5, Space Gnook.
Oh my god, it's so funny that it happened so early in the campaign as well.
Wow. I mean, it wasn't
Oh,
that
so
early.
fucking
Also,
stupid.
you know, after that session happened, I'm pretty fucking sure that I literally turned to Gnu's player and was like, "Welcome to D&D. This is what it's all about, yo."
'Cause I was like so stressed that I just fucked everything.
Nah, that's what
I
D&D
mean-
is. Fuck
You
it
got
up
the
and
proper
then
intro.
laugh about it later.
Also, that was
Yep.
Her's job.
Yeah. Alright, moving on. Who's next? Kit, what was your favourite combat situation? You can't say the portable hole bomb.
So my favorite battle was, when we went to the Feywild the first time we came out, and we were racing against the rising tide plus a whole bunch of little creatures.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
It was
You
awesome
were-
seeing the map kind of evolve as the rounds go. So it was like, okay, well, the first time it happened, it was like, cool, dynamic map, and then the second time it was, oh, shit, am I safe this time? Am I still on? Am I in the water?
Mm-mm.
So that was really cool.
Nice. I did use dynamic maps a few times. It is something that I'm
I
going to
think
try
that was
and
the
work on
first
doing.
time.
Yeah, that was the
It was
first
awesome.
time I'd used it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that anyway.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it
it was a really cool
really,
moment.
it was a nice way to use the VTT. So I'd used it for a little while, but it was like, okay, cool. I didn't realize you could do that. So I would use that if I were to use the VTT again in the future.
Good to know. All right, Rune. Who was your favorite NPC?
Gloria. Like, you even have to ask?
Okay. Did anybody have any other favorite NPCs? Just right off the top of your head.
The
Bracken.
Vulpine chick as well. The enchanted.
Enchanted trinkets. Oh well.
Yeah.
Mine's
Was
Frost.
anyone's
Ooh,
was
Randall.
anyone's favorite NPC Oswald?
No.
no.
Didn't
No,
trust
fuck
that
that
little
beach.
shit as fucking far as I could throw him. Actually, who I forgot his name. Is the guy that we met the first time who told us about the crystals, and he was underneath Everchill Stronghold. Starts with
Frost Harrow.
H.
Frost Harrow.
Frost Tarot, yeah, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think we went under Everchill
Yeah, we
expecting
did.
to have to kill a Frost Harrow.
We did, yeah.
And so
but
how it
he-
flipped really quickly when we moved to his room was kind of cool.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he was
right.
like pretty chill and really helpful, and I really loved him.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, pun fully intended, let's be real.
All right. All right. We're on page 26. We're making good time.
Nice, nice.
Who was your least favorite enemy? Go,
The wizard right at the end.
Yeah, okay. Point taken. Aside from Master Throne.
The hag.
Yeah, fair. Anyone else want to put their hand
Mine,
up for the hag?
Yes.
No,
mine's
my
also the hag.
least favorite enemy was probably
If you say
Silk.
Silk, I swear to God.
Yeah, okay.
Man, you opened your mouth and I was like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I knew where that was going to.
Okay, but you know, to be nice, mine was also the hag. Second least favorite enemy was Gnu, though, just to be petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Well.
All right. Silk, MVP moment?
Telling Aloria off, I
Okay.
think. I don't know if I can remember any MVP moments. You put me on the fucking spot, bro.
Sorry. Can anyone else
Tell me.
remember any MVP moments?
I think I shared mine. Having
Yeah.
two of my friends kind of take a bullet for him.
Yep.
MVP moments. Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head, eh? I feel like... Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Every session we sat
Oh,
down together.
no,
That
it was
amazing.
It was being randomly, like, a really, really good friend in the Feywild. Just, like, out of absolutely nowhere, just having some semblance of emotional understanding, and then going back to being an autistic weirdo after that.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Also jumping off the bridge.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Uh,
I don't know if I could... Yeah, that was pretty fun.
yeah. That's going to come up later, too.
That was great. Favorite moment, for sure.
All right, we're going to have to... You have to start going a little bit quicker.
Sounds-
What word would you use to describe Campaign 1, Zach?
Learning experience.
Actions have consequences. All right.
Justified.
Next, Gnu. How does it feel for your character to not be responsible for the party's death?
It's pretty good. I thought I did fuck everything up with the portable hole. And it felt really bad. But when I found out I didn't, it was pretty good. So
All right.
Nice.
Who wrote that question? Because that is brilliant.
Was it?
I think it was.
specifically at
I
Gnu?
think it was. It was no. I think it was in the general questions.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
know
I think
who-
it was Jim.
You know who wrote that and who it was aimed at? Fuck you, Jim.
Yeah, oh, yes, it was Jim. It was aimed at Silk. That's right.
Yeah, it feels great actually. Thank you for asking.
All right. Who's next?
Me next.
Question.
Stream.
How's the? Oh, no, that's a question for
From the
me.
stream.
Oh, sorry, I
Question
didn't know what it meant.
For the stream, how is the previous Monday campaign affecting or implemented alongside the next campaign? It's not. Completely
No
different
crossover.
continent.
Please.
There will be no crossover because the current Monday campaign is happening at the same time as Campaign 1. So the implications of Campaign 1 are going to affect their campaign.
Oh, you guys are so welcome.
Have fun.
Probably shouldn't have told us that.
I don't know where this question came from. Oh, this is
This was a late one.
that was
that
Yeah,
I
this is
dropped in.
one.
Ket's late question. That's more for the party as a whole. But is anyone uncomfortable using AI to generate summaries of future sessions?
Nah, robot doing robot job.
Yeah.
Nick, go should it easier, please.
I've already talked to Kit about it, so yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think this is one we'll carry forward to session 0 for
That's
campaign
fair. That's fair. How does it feel to actually have finished a campaign, unlike 90% of D&D players?
2. I'll take this one. This is my first TPK. I've had a couple campaigns actually either go to 20 or finish the story. I've had characters die and it feeling pretty shit. One time because I wasn't there, so DM played my character and he died, and so I kind of felt disengaged. I think for this one, I mentioned it before, is we were asking for consequences. We were fucking around the whole session.
Yep.
So if we didn't get
Yep.
consequences, I would have felt off. So I'm super thankful to Draco for offering it up and making us eat it. I'm super proud of the other players around the table for how we accepted the inevitable. Like it was a huge laugh when we all died, and it was cool. That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
that's how we should have finished that story, because we fucked around and we found out.
Yeah, we
Yep.
straight up did.
Yep.
I agree. Okay. Next question. Silk, are you going to be playing another furry in the new campaign?
Yeah, fuck you.
Yep, fair.
What about it? I know that's from Jim
Oh.
too, or Sussy.
It was from Sparsy. We're actually up to the personal character questions.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Can we roll another stat?
No. Yes, of course you can. Of course you can. Roll another stat. Roll away. Rune, you're up.
Ready? Can we see?
Yep.
Can we see? There we go. Yep.
Well, I can see
Oh,
you.
the couples.
All that matters.
15.
15. You've got some decent stats. All right. Nick. No, not Nick's. Whose stream am I watching?
That one on the
12.
screen.
That's all right.
12. That's not too bad. Right, Zach.
Alright.
Stop playing PoE for 2 seconds. Oh, that is rough.
Ah. No, 8.
Another 8.
Ooh.
Silk.
Mm.
Silk,
Okay,
you're
this is
one
my
stat
last-
ahead.
I am, because I rolled
Yeah,
before we were doing the group
yeah,
tips.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Ugh,
Oh,
that's not great. It's really not great.
What is it?
Looking like intelligence is gonna be my dump stat, guys.
That's a 5.
Can I
That's
reroll
gonna
that?
work well for
Can
our
I re-roll that?
Well, you do get another roll.
Yeah, you get 7 rolls, and then you get to choose which one. So add another group.
Okay.
GNU. Roll away.
Oh lord. Okay, that's not bad. 15.
15 is good.
Nice.
And
Oh.
Kit's roll
15.
15. Damn. You got good
Nice.
stats there, Kit.
Want to trade?
We'll go back to watching. All
Uh,
right. Let's go. Quick fire. Silk, out of all the character deaths caused directly by you, which ones do you truly regret, and what lengths would you have gone to for a revival?
Hey, I absolutely, truly, to the absolute bottom depths of my fucking soul, regret K, okay? Because
Yep.
it was just a stupid fuck up. So yeah, I would do like almost anything to bring her back, especially like me and Silk as well. Silk was already wanting to do anything to bring her back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have literally gone to so many lengths to bring her back. If you'd given me the opportunity, I would have been like, "Yep, let's do that." I regret
Would
that so much.
would you have done it? I toyed with the idea of allowing Silk to sacrifice herself for Kay's life.
I
Ooh.
Because her sisters had been saved at that point, she would have done that in order to protect Kay. Because she made a promise to Nyx that she would treat Kay like family as well.
Yeah.
And which is what
That's how you
made
treat your family.
shut up,
Wow.
which made Kay's
Wow.
death all the more sorer because she didn't mean to kill her. She didn't mean to cause that destruction. She was just so focused on getting rid of this fucking tormentor that she didn't think about the suspicious green stuff, which was not described as gas, and therefore I don't actually blame myself. Him.
Can I just go shout out to Cheese for actually following through? Because you're right, it wasn't immediately
Yeah.
clear what the green stuff was. But you did a thing and you didn't take it back. And then there were consequences which changed the direction of the story from that point onwards. So
Thanks.
nice work.
Thank you.
I do admire you guys for following through on actions when you find out extra information. It's good.
But yeah, no, Silk absolutely would have sacrificed herself for Kay because her sister's safety had been guaranteed by that point.
Yeah. Good answer. You know, do you regret not pushing the rebellion story harder?
I do, but because this is my first campaign and Gnu is my first character, I really wasn't sure on like game etiquette and whether or not I could push for something that I wanted to do.
Mm.
So I kind of just let things roll, and then it started to get further and further away. But what she would have done is coming up later.
Yeah. Stand.
Ooh.
Can I follow up that?
Yeah.
To go like for Gnu, from you would have seen Kit try to do anything but save the world. How did Gnu pick up on that, and how did that make her feel?
I know that Gnu would have known that you were really uncomfortable with what she was trying to do. And she did value Ket's friendship quite a lot, but she was so that it had been basically since she was like a hatchling, she would have been trying to do this. It was like her life's work, and to give it up and let her kin suffer forever was not really an option in any shape or form for her. And she would have
That's fair.
Unfortunately probably not cared what Ket thought.
Oof.
Fair.
Totally
Either
fair.
player do, but Gnu wouldn't have. Feels bad to say, but it's Gnu, not me, guys.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Kit. Although your story was relatively light, you had a big part in the Withering Silence arc. How did Kit feel about being connected to ancient beings like this?
I think I kind of answered this before,
Yeah.
where Kit kind of respected the fact that he was part of this thing that was bigger, but he didn't leave the castle district to be given more expectations and responsibility. So that's why when he had conversations with Nyx and Everchill Stronghold and tried to have one-on-ones to go, you decide the next thing that we do, because it was important to Kit that his friends got what they wanted out of life. And Kit would have, Draco knows this, you would have had to drag Kit kicking and screaming to save the world. He was the reluctant hero, yeah.
Brumble is not here.
He's an animal.
He's
Yeah.
in the place he goes when he's an enemy.
Yeah, was there an official place that he went to when he turned inanimate? It's not something that I had talked to him about. It was just a way to explain his absence from the game.
Mm.
But essentially, there was a divine being that was plucking his essence from his body to be used elsewhere. So essentially, there is only a certain amount of Teddykin essence that can be active at any one time. So Brumble would be deactivated and essentially go into a stasis-like state, so that another Teddykin could become active.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah. All right, Rune. How did you truly feel
Yep.
about Aloria and his supposed death? And what does Rune think of the temporal fractures that he was a part of?
Well, first of all, Aloria's not dead. Okay, you guys keep saying this, but he's really
The
not.
Nile is a river in Egypt, Rune.
I mean, he's a god. He was manifested from my beliefs. He's not dead. I don't believe him dead, so he's not dead, right? If that's
That'd be
how he
really
came to be.
Really
then-
nice property to sell you in hell.
It'll be really funny if he's actually dead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he is, but I'm holding on to that he's not.
If that's how
because-
he
Yes,
died,
at
what a
least one of
bitch.
us killed a god.
Yes.
I mean, that's the other thing. He's a minor god. How can a mere Vulpine kill him?
Oh,
Like,
a mere
to be fair,
Vulpine? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
pretty mere.
They're-
Actually,
did
she's a
expand a
serial
lot
killer
of
Vulpine.
Yeah, did you
Yes,
did
sorry.
you see my fucking my actually I don't want to hang on. I don't want this to be not my rifle.
Turns out Sylvia's 2% meerkat and takes real offense to
temporal
that.
fractures. I really wish I'd done a bit more with the temporal fractures. Because that was kind of cool. I also wish I was more of a note-taking person, because that definitely would have come into play of being like, oh hey, this thing happened, but are you in the right timeline? So write it down and figure it out, and then be like, oh okay, nope, never mind, it's fine. But I think that was really cool how Draco came up with that, with the Rift Breaker, and how all that came about. I can't even, I can remember, but I can't remember, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But no, I loved it. It was a really cool idea.
Good answer.
It was.
Thank you.
All right, Zach, or rather Nex. So Nex was an integral part of the final arc. Do you think she truly wanted to be saved, or was she beyond help?
Mm.
It matters how many of the original party would have been there when they finally got there. Because if there was only, I mean, there's only what?
2 of us plus you 3.
Yeah, I mean, Gennaro and Silk were getting there. Same with Brumble, but like if Kit or Room wasn't there, I think Nix would have just been like, "No, fuck it, let's bring Ruin to this bitch."
Fucker we ball.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, Lyra, Nulad, and Reaper all would have joined the final fight.
Oh.
Would you
That's
have
a good
let
point.
us roleplay our old characters?
Yes.
Oh, fucky.
Double playing.
I mean, Reaper's yeah, still wouldn't affect anything. Lyra and Newland may have had an outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one's for Zach. Obviously a short-lived character. What was Zach truly after, and do you think he knew what his end goal truly was? I'm pretty sure we answered that earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much. Zach didn't know their touring goal. They were there for Lyra, but of course they came from somewhere else with
Zach's
bigger.
Zach's true end goal, I would like to reveal, but I can't.
Ooh.
Ooh, campaign 2 spoilers.
I think that
means-
comes up in a
I'm
later
just that
question as
distracted
well.
to that too.
Well, actually, that's the thing I was gonna ask because Zach's from. No, don't worry.
You can ask
Yeah.
exactly. I know exactly what you're going to ask, and you can ask it.
Like, would if Zach died like a normal person on this plane, or would they have gone back to hell and be able to come back?
Zach went back to Nephra and will be reborn.
Yes, he will come again.
That's what she said.
I wish.
Hopefully, he comes many times.
Oh, Jesus.
Welcome back to
Hopefully-
Zach. That would
hopefully
be
he is
something
well.
to be-
Next.
satisfied.
Brumble's not here. What was really trying to achieve? There was a time when was trying to avoid his parents while in Skyfallen Shire. Why?
So it was essentially trying to achieve adventure. Like again, very simple. He wanted to go on an adventure, have some fun, not die like a pussy, which I think he did. He was.
Because of his own actions.
I mean, so long as he's not a pussy.
My main reason of
Avoiding
bitch.
his dad in Skyfall Shire was legitimately because he didn't ask his parents permission to leave. He snuck away.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
parents didn't know, which I was slightly dreading the whole who would miss your character the most question, because I was like, well, probably his mother who doesn't know where he went.
Oh,
But yeah, no, he was trying to avoid his father because his father is quite high up in the court, but also he didn't want to be dragged back to his what he was doing before, which is why he was trying to avoid his parents.
relatable.
Mm-hmm.
vibes.
Can't relate.
Yeah, well.
My parents are long dead.
GNU. I think this is the question you were waiting for. Do you think you could have been swayed to Oswald's side if the Union had continued to put the rebellion on the back burner?
So, when we were having our final fight, I had messaged the DM. I wanted to send a letter when this was done. I thought we were going to live naively, and I
Oh,
wanted to
naive
send a
summer child.
letter. Yeah, I wanted to send a letter to my companions or whatever they are in the well. And basically what it was going to say was these are very powerful people, and she was going to list Oswald and Glacier and the Withering Silence. And what she was going to do is get them to try and join the rebellion, with information that she now knew from the flashback she had to getting all her memories back and everything like that. And she was very, very fucking angry with Silk because she just got all her memories back.
Why didn't you
And
die to me?
yeah, so she was gonna do that, send that letter, and then kind of bounce and leave and go and do her rebellion stuff with all of the enemies that Silk had made. And
Whoopsies!
whether or not that would have gone well for you guys, she didn't. She did care, but she also was, and she was corrupted, but at the time by Aurora also. So she was gonna betray you all. I'm very sorry.
I mean,
She was gonna.
That was a
Could have
tough
seen
one.
it coming. Could have seen it coming.
yeah.
Essentially,
Yeah,
what
she
would have
got it.
happened
I like
during
it.
the final fight is GNU would have joined the other side.
Yo,
Damn,
saucy
just
dog
like
for
that, huh?
Yeah, she was very upset that no one was helping her for her what she thought was a very important cause.
Mm.
Why wouldn't you want to blow up people? What's wrong with you guys?
Sorry about our moral compass.
She said
Because
being the highest
she was
killer in the
never.
game.
I mean,
She
in
was never
saying
like
that,
a.
you never really pitched it to her. Her would have been fucking down.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I
way,
kind
though,
know
right?
we had a. Eh?
We were on our way, and then you guys had a space pirate adventure, and we got called back to Everchill.
It's all your fault, really, you know. No.
She what started it was the trip to the Feywild. She really she was so upset about that.
Man, you
Um,
really just fucking hate everything Silk stands for, dude. Come on, man. Just say you hate me.
They don't get on, dude. They don't get on. They hold very opposite
I know.
opposite standpoint.
I know, which is why I'm so excited to play characters who do get along.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but yeah, she was gonna betray you all
Oh, what the fuck, man.
Alright.
if
Well,
they
they
had lived.
would have died. Like,
Once a terrorist, always a terrorist.
Yeah,
That
there
was
you
wrong.
go.
All right, moving on. We're on to page 45, by the way.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of questions to go, so let's move this along. Roan, what was the deal with your family? It was mentioned a few times that you remembered a wife and kid, but we never knew much else about it.
yeah, I don't even remember why. I just kind of pulled that out of my ass one day and decided, yo, let's do this. This could be a cool thing. And then it just wasn't, so that was it.
Okay. I actually worked on that in the background, but you had lost your
Oh.
memory, which is why I never told you.
Yeah.
Rune was actually from the astral plane, and a city within the astral plane, having gained the ability to astral jump, started jumping between different parts of the astral plane, and then was eventually brought. You were turned into a warforged at the time to help you survive, which is what Aloria did for you. And then there was some shit with some Haduzi that you helped escape from a Mind Flayer prison. And you helped them escape to the material plane, which was actually Reaper's grandparents or great grandparents that you helped escape. I helped rescue, and then you were brought to the material plane through one of the Etherway portals while Professor Oswald and some students were trying to create a new one.
So what about my family? Still
Yep.
alive?
Sorry, yes, your family are still alive. Because you were astral jumping a lot, they're alive about 600 years in the past.
Oof.
Yeah.
And Aloria was going to offer to take you back to them at the end of the campaign.
Aww. So Rune could have had a family.
Could have.
Oh well.
Well, that
And
fully
also
depends on
Rune
how much
had
your wife
cheated.
was okay with getting your dick down.
Yeah. Getting
Yeah,
dicked
with
by
a lot of the
Panda.
stuff I did.
Good luck explaining that to your wife and child.
Ah,
Oh, by the way,
I
I got a
mean-
seahorse man pregnant too.
Hey, babe, this is my side piece.
moving on. Silk, If you decided to stay with your sisters when originally given the chance, what was your plan for your third character?
I still was going to have my original plan go forward with one of the sisters going for adventuring. So Silk would stay back, but Saturn would take up the mantle in her place. With the information Silk gave her, I think. And I think that Saturn as well would probably want to go and finish whatever beef Silk had with Gnu. Because she was always very, very they were always very close. So yeah, no, my plan was still to have one of her sisters go with the party. Probably sneak out of the Feywild and just not tell Silk where she went. Yeah.
All right. Next, what exactly was your deal with Dusk and Aurora?
They were the angel and demon on my shoulder. They wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh, smart.
Literally, like, yeah, that's the whole point. And then, yeah, the way home. They were the way to get.
That's such a good idea to play off of.
But yeah. Then they just started murdering everyone, so, you know, that was fun.
They have their reasons.
I mean, to be fair, everybody has reasons.
Yeah.
Whether
Yep.
they're good
Yeah.
ones or not.
Correct. All right, Brumble's not here. Kit. We saw Kit lash out in anger or grief a couple of times. How close was he to totally breaking?
If he didn't get called out as much as he did when he fireballed the tree, it would have been a steep slope.
Ooh.
I think because we were
I was
chasing
so
somebody.
worried.
Yeah, I think because we were
Yeah.
chasing somebody who was kidnapping kids.
Yeah, we were chasing Glacier the first time, and
Yeah.
you fireballed the sprites, and Silk was fucking not happy with you.
So
That's fair
because we
enough,
were
though.
trying to save some kids, that's what
Yeah.
kept Kit from a full slide. If it had been any other type of enemy, Kit probably would have dropped fireballs all over that map.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
See it. Yep.
Yeah.
But, you know, fuck pixies, always kill them.
Oh my god. They were little sprites.
No, kill them.
All
Pissed.
right.
You're pissed.
This is for Lyra. Do you think she feels responsible for her mother's death? And how do you think her story would have played out had she not died?
I don't think she feels responsible for her mother's death because she had no way of knowing that's what Wilhelm wanted, was the royal blood or whatever that her parents had. So she doesn't feel responsible for her death. She does feel like she could have done more to prevent it, but not responsible. And if her mother had not died, I probably would have kept Lyra in the campaign. And I would have just tried to change her class out or done something to sort of switch out the rogue, because I did love playing her. Lyra's one of my favorite characters, but I was not enjoying playing a rogue, which is pretty much the biggest reason that Lyra left. But yeah,
Alright,
I would have
fair
tried
enough.
to work something out with you to keep her going.
Yeah, fair.
I miss that little shit.
All right. Kit, were you worried at all about giving up your name as payment for the Moonstone?
That's right.
And a lot of that is so Kit's smart enough that he should have known that there was going to be an issue. Kit's player doesn't really engage much with Faye. So me as the player didn't really think about too much about making a deal with a creature from the Fae and giving the name. So I just rolled with it. So Kit's smart enough to know, but he's also naive enough not to think about it in the moment. He was looking to get something for a patron of his, Moonstone for Professor Oswald.
Mhm.
It was a deal that was too good to be true, just trading no form of payment for something that has value. Yeah.
I
No
have a
worries at all. I was hoping for consequences down the line.
I have a quick follow-up question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Does Kit, after we found out about Oswald being the BBEG, did Kit regret giving him the Moonstone?
I think knowing so Oswald asked for the Moonstone so that he could use it to superpower some of his experiments. So as academic Oswald, yeah, that's a cool way to learn new stuff. BBEG Oswald, yeah, Kit knows that he/we have a part to play in either him becoming the BBEG or him succeeding at being the BBEG.
All right. Any other follow-ups? Nope. All right. Rune. Who was Rune? Now, I don't understand this question. Who was Rune? Not a god, but not a god.
So this was from me. Like, we heard that Eloria exists because of Rune.
Yep.
And then I think there was, I don't know if it was a dream or something, but there was a conversation with a bunch of gods and Mama Shelley. And they were treating Rune as if Rune was one of them. At least that's kind of what I remember. So
Oh no, so that was me. They were putting me in charge of keeping track of Eloria. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, so it's like,
No,
if
so
Rune's not a god
because
himself,
Eloria's well, the way I understood it was because Eloria was my god, he was always around me. So they made use of that and told me to watch him. I was still human or a shapeshifter or whatever. Like I wasn't a god. I was just a person that they were like, "Hey, you're always around him. You watch out for him and tell us." Is that right, Ian?
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yep.
I just
And
wasn't sure if there was like a bigger character arc where it's revealed that Rune is essentially a god walking among mortals.
there
type
was going to be a bigger character arc, but then you all died.
Yeah.
So not a god.
Yep.
So essentially, Rune was going to be much later down the line, probably after the BBEG or during the BBEG, like final section. Rune was going to be offered a position as a demigod. And it was going to be heavily based around Eloria and the temporal fractures that Rune was a part of. Essentially, you were going to be given control over the temporal fractures, and you would have become the demigod of timekeeping. If you chose
Wait,
to
so can that
accept.
still
Sitting there with a
happen?
clock with a stopwatch.
Rude died earlier, so you can just do it now, or
No. Because your body was not ready.
damn it,
Your
I
fault,
took nothing.
GNU. Would you have left the party to be with Glasha if given half a chance?
In all seriousness, no, I don't think she would have. There would have been a big joke about it. You're like, yeah, I'm getting married, I'm starting a family, we're gonna have half orc, half grung children.
Oh my god.
They're gonna be like
Orc kids.
kind of like they're gonna be like really tiny orcs with like drippy skin.
So
Ugh.
goblins.
Yeah, they're gonna be goblins. This is how goblins are made. there would have been a big joke around it, but no, she would have wanted to the chance for a normal life and a family. She thought she would never ever have, but no, she would have been too loyal to her cause to be so selfish as to have a thing like that.
Fair enough. I was secretly
Lame.
hoping for you to just say yes.
Boo. Yeah, me too.
Okay, yes, she would have. Yes.
So in another time dimension, are they together and they've got lots of little grung orc children? Or?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
And
Oh my
another
God.
timeline, GNU
Yeah.
laid 400 eggs, and
That's a lot of eggs.
there is a whole department of the EATC that is purely run by GNU Glacier children.
And she doesn't call one of them Kuunara because she's learned her lesson.
Yeah.
No, it's all of them. This one's Ku, this is Unu, and this one's Ra.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can
Another
never let them be
dimension
together in
clashes
the
keeping
same room.
GNU barefoot.
All right. Rune, what was your ultimate goal for the shrine for Aloria?
There wasn't really one. I always just thought it was really cute to have a little travel altar for him with little knickknacks and stuff that he liked. And then obviously he asked for the big shrine to be happened, and I think we started. Oh no, because I took it from somebody, didn't I? And then he was like, "Make this building mine," and I was like, "Okay, you jealous little god, you."
Yes. Okay. Would you have made a actual church for him in the end?
Yeah, I would have built him a church. It would depend where he'd want it, though. That's the only other thing. But yeah.
Cool.
I hope he doesn't expect me to be like a priest or something for it. Like I'll build it for him, but like that's it. Like someone else can look after it. I'm out exploring and adventuring. Like I'm not gonna stop adventuring just because he wants a church. Like please.
That's her. Ooh, excuse me.
Please, what do you think this is? A charity?
Yeah, like
I've
Yeah.
answered this one.
Yeah, please, Kit. After learning the truth about Oswald, what did you suspect he was using the Moonstone for?
Kind of answered this one.
We
He
did,
was
yeah.
using it to superpower something.
Correct, he was.
Probably a ritual. Probably closer to what Wilhelm was trying to do than academic studies, I think.
Yeah, so specifically he was using it at the top of the mountain. If you guys had have gone into the cave, you would have seen the Moonstone smack bang in the middle of a ritual circle.
Still Nix's fault.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
Of course.
yeah.
That's it for your personal questions.
We rolling.
Yeah, you may as well roll the rest of your stats now.
So it's
Already
just two
rolled.
more, right?
Yeah, two more for
Lucky
you,
law.
one more for
So,
Silk.
Luke.
I've only got one.
Yeah, but you can roll a seventh time and then choose. So Rune, roll yours.
Yep. Oh, that's a 6 there. That's a 14.
14. Okay.
Nice.
Add another group and roll one more time.
Add a group. Another group go. Oh, minimized it.
It's
Did
alright.
it? No, what?
It's
What's
just
going on?
below it. It's fine.
Oh, fuck's sakes, I'm blind. Okay, ready? Last one.
My life.
Oh, nice. 13. Yeah, getting rid of that 7. 100%.
Okay. Cool. You're set. You may set those scores. All right. Go.
13, cool.
13 and 15.
15. Awesome.
I take it you're dropping the 9.
Maybe.
How do I do this?
Okay.
Perfect.
That's fine.
See how spicy I'm feeling.
All right. Silk.
It's rerolled at 5.
Yeah, fair.
Please don't be worse. Please, please, please. Oh my god. Okay, I'm dropping the 5 for the 11.
Okay. Cool. Zach.
Come on, you piece of shit.
13 and a 14.
Mother.
Nice.
I take it you're going to drop one of the 8s?
Nah, I'm gonna drop the 15. Let's go.
All right, you
He
can
really
do.
wants to be a new
No,
agent.
no, no. I got it. I got it.
GNU will be back with us shortly.
I'm back now. I'm back now.
Okay. Kit rolled.
I rolled an 8 and an 11.
Okay.
So I'm dropping the 8 and I've listed the stats in the party chat.
Sweet. Thank you. Cool. Gnoodle.
Oh, how many? Sorry, I missed about 4 minutes. I think
That's all right,
my
just roll
internet has
twice.
completely dropped out. Okay.
Cool.
Come on, mama. Hey.
Okay, I have 2. Yes.
Oof. That's
Eh.
not too bad.
I'm gonna drop the 7 for the 12.
I assumed so.
Mm.
Is that everyone? I think so. If you can do the same as Kit and put your stats into the party chat, please.
Do you want us to do that before or after we've done any ability score improvements?
Shouldn't matter. It'll show you the base roll on.
Yeah, but
Good
I
enough.
haven't picked which ones to improve with the initial, because I get an initial ASI.
Oh, that's right. You get the
You just
race
want-
ones, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, show me them after you've chosen your race.
So
that
we
I
assign
can-
them and then show you.
Okay, I hope you're not looking at my screen anymore.
I'm not.
usually.
I am watching. Not watching. Oh my god. I need to put something up.
I mean, bring it.
Oh, we can just
Sure,
watch
mate.
yours. We can just watch yours. It's fun. All right. My questions. What happened to the rebellion? Are they still active 6 years later, and did they achieve anything? I can't give away too much because they may come back. Yes, they are still active. Yes, they did achieve something.
Cool.
Ooh.
Essentially, they succeeded in their goal of they succeeded in their goal of reclaiming the Grung community.
What?
I won't say how,
Nice.
but they did succeed.
I need to work this out.
Does that answer your question, Gino?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Okay, this is a big one. What was the end of the campaign? How did it play out? What was Professor Oswald's final move? Okay. I'm really excited for this question. You guys died near the end of getting the final crystal. Since you didn't get the final crystal, the Harbinger of Silence did. And he took those crystals to the Echo Tomb monoliths and attempted to bring the Withering Silence into the material plane. This failed because Professor Oswald intercepted and essentially trapped the Withering Silence within the Moonstone, which he then used during the Trilunar Convergence to steal Dusk and part of Aurora, which he then used all of that power together to start his ascension to godhood.
Oh.
When he escaped on the back of the White Dragon, he flew directly at the castle district. Now, what you guys didn't see is between Professor Oswald disappearing and going to the top of the mountain, because you guys time skipped directly to the mountain, what you didn't see and what was going to be part of the final arc was an enormous war in the Winterlands that spread from the north down towards the southwestern gates into the castle district. All portals around the reserve were going to be shut down, and nearly every town in the northern part of the Winterlands was going to be destroyed or overtaken by Wyvern, the Eclipse Enclave, and one of the other groups. Don't remember the name off the top of my head. The Crimson Legion, which were Wilhelm's group. All of them were going to take over the Winterlands, and there was going to start a massive war. So you guys would have been a part of that war, and there would have been efforts to stop the war and find out what's going on, which then would have led to your secret mission up the mountain, as that's where the dragon roars were coming from. Oswald flew directly at the castle district and disappeared for about a month, when suddenly the castle that Guildenscale, or Castle Guildenscale, would have risen from the ground, being carried upon the back of a colossal mechanical construct like a warforged. The warforged being underneath the castle district was considered to be a titan of Mechanus, one of the gods. So it was a primordial titan. So one of the founding creatures of Valoriath. He would have commanded this titan to walk towards Sentinel's Peak, where the Sentinel sword lay deep within the volcano. The Titan would have reached into the volcano, pulled out the sword, and that would have given Oswald enough power to rise into godhood. And Oswald would become
Ooh.
a dark god.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, we have
Whoa.
previous history of killing gods. We should be good.
So, in saying
Funny.
that,
No.
Very.
in saying that, take note of what I just said, because all of your new characters from Campaign 2 now know that there's a new god.
Ooh.
Hmm.
There was no one strong enough to stop him. So the reserve has forever been changed. And yes, there is a new god that I can add to the list.
Hee. Was it us?
Oh no. Total party ruin. Someone worship the god.
No.
That would
Hey,
be
Dan.
fantastic. Yes.
No,
But-
thank
I got something
you.
to talk to you about now.
Yeah. Message me later. Yeah. Any questions?
Can
How
we
fucked
worship
are
the
we on a
god?
scale of 1 to 10?
11.
From a scale of wonder. Oh god, oh god.
Any serious questions?
Oh, can I still talk to gods? But then I'm not rune anymore.
You're
Am I?
dead. So
Yeah.
no. You can talk to them on another level.
Rune can
You
now
can just
talk
have,
to
Yeah.
have tea with them. Imagine Rune
Yeah.
and Mama Shelley just having tea in the, God's Lounge or whatever.
Bro, just
Um,
rocking it.
Can you share all that somewhere that
Uh,
we can kind of digest later?
Yep, I'll type it up for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have a
thanks.
question. I just want to say thank you, actually, for the first campaign. together, I've had so
Yeah.
much fun. Honestly, I've
It
had such a good
was
time, and
awesome.
this is as a first streaming experience for us as well. Like this has been really, really fun and a good learning curve for us. So I hope we can like take that learning and do better in campaign 2. And I'm very excited for campaign 2 because I already know that Gadoo's player and me have decided to make characters that like each other. So that's gonna be a lot easier.
I
And I
think
cannot wait.
Yeah.
we're gonna have
And
positive players this time around.
it's just
Good.
fresh, untraumatized.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait for future shenanigans with you guys. I wouldn't have any other party doing this with me.
Good.
As like
Agreed.
someone where this is my first campaign, it's been it's been an experience.
It's been real, guys. I'm out.
All right, bye, Kat.
See you,
Anyway,
kid.
No. I'm hanging
he
out.
Nah.
was joking.
it was saying
I
that
know.
it was you leaving the campaign now because of that.
Right.
Oh,
No, that as a like the first experience of a campaign and my first ever character who I did love dearly, my little drippy girl. But
Oh.
no,
No
it
more
was
frog
it
memes.
was it was
Please don't say
awesome.
that.
I know, no more frog memes. What are we gonna do? Squirt my Ganoo.
That's what you're gonna do.
Oh my
I
god,
am
we're
gonna
gonna
go
have
do
a
that.
my god, we're gonna have a whole new soundboard in campaign 2. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And all new carts and Jim, you're gonna follow along and help us make them, right?
Whoa.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
You got it.
Oh no. All right. Well, there's more DM questions, so let's dive into those. What was the biggest story change you had to pull out of thin air? You guys jumped off of a fucking bridge.
Hey,
The hilarious
hey,
part is
we
you
all
weren't
done.
even there when we.
Yeah, you
you'd
left
gone on
us.
break.
This is your fault for leaving us unsupervised for longer than 1 second.
Yeah. I went to the bathroom, came back, and you guys were like, "Yeah, we're jumping off the bridge," and I'm like, "Oh."
you just sent me messages saying to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I get
question.
that.
You were
Yeah.
like, I'm
Uh,
gonna let you guys make this choice. And all of us were like, teehee, what if we jump off the
Choice made.
It wasn't even we didn't even have a full discussion from memory. It was literally just like, guys, do we TPK? And there was no one arguing
Literally.
against it.
Everyone was just like, yep, let's do it. Yep, that's cool. So what were we supposed to do on that bridge then?
Not jump off it.
Not jump off. You were just supposed to keep going down the tunnel.
Oh, nah. What was
What's
at
the
the
tunnel?
end of the tunnel?
bridge
Yeah.
is there, you
Yeah.
couldn't-
Sorry? You cut out a bit there, Bryn.
But the bridge was broken. We couldn't keep going through the tunnel.
Yeah, you were
What do you mean
supposed to
go back?
you were supposed to find a way across and keep going.
Well,
Oh, because wasn't there stairs hidden on the side that nobody looked?
No. Lyra built those
No?
stairs
Oh.
later.
after we jumped down the hole.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like we found a way to get across, and it didn't work because we fell down. So,
And it
Yeah.
was one of our favorite moments.
It was.
It was funny.
but hey, that was
Legendary.
probably the closest. That was the best, probably the only, I think, unanimous decision this group has made without
Yep.
argument.
I honestly think you're right, eh?
Yeah.
Intrusive thoughts.
That probably says a
it
lot
wasn't
about us
very,
that our only non-argued decision together
Yeah.
was, "Hey guys, let's try and die."
TPK.
Other
We
other
don't know
s-
what's going to happen. So just
other story changes I had to pull out of thin air. Well, you killed Karunara.
Yes, Silk.
Wow, it was a fucking
You
joint.
you killed him.
It was a joint effort.
I mean, if we want to go all the way back, the DM did give you a portable hole.
Yeah, I mean
True.
that is a good point.
Look,
Um,
the
do
only
that.
reason that I did not tell you the time that it was gonna fuck shit up is because that's knowledge I had and not Silk. And so I was like, I can't like say no, it's gonna cause a fucking black hole because Silk didn't know that. So I'm sorry, we had to just go for it. Now Silk knows.
Yeah, we all
Cool.
know.
Yeah, Kuna knows too.
He knew. He knew because now he's dead.
Yeah, he was unconscious and no one checked on him, and then he got obliterated and left in space forever. Oh, what a fuck up, dude! It was
It
so.
was so
fucked.
fucking funny, dude. I'm still.
I had
I'm gonna
no idea.
laugh.
I had no idea about any. I thought I was so smart at the time. I was like, oh hell yeah, it's full of water. It's gonna like put out the little sparkler thing. It's
To
all
be
gonna be okay, and I'll get a free bomb out of it.
In all total fairness, I did forget about the thing until we'd done it, and then I was like,
Okay.
"Oh yeah, that's right. We can't take it back though. It's already too late."
Well,
Yes. So those
Anyways.
Elk was born.
those are the two biggest story moments that I had to pull out of thin air. There are a lot of other minor things that I had to come up with on the fly. For example, Nex stabbing his swords into Project Ragnarok.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
Hey,
Well,
that
he
shots. They should have
I
done
was about
shit.
to.
Yeah,
I was
and then-
literally about to. So it would have happened either way.
There was some other stuff as well. Can't remember off the top of my head. There was lots of little things that I had to very carefully figure out, well, very carefully and very quickly figure out a solution to.
Did you intend
I
for
remember
us
there was-
to?
Yeah.
Did you intend for us to befriend the goblin that ultimately gave us our party name in the end?
No, absolutely not. But
They're using rituals.
that's one of those things. So that's fine. Right.
Somebody play that goblin.
Moving on. Was there anything important or anything cool that stands out to you that we missed in an area we went to? You guys missed a lot of stuff, but nothing really important. Trying to think of all the places that you went to and why. You did kind of miss out on a bunch of stuff in Castle Gildenscale when you first went there, but that's only because Reaper got arrested.
Oh yeah.
If Reaper hadn't have gotten arrested, you would have actually probably gotten some answers as to what was going on, which would have also alluded you to the doppelganger quest a lot earlier. Which evidently, if you had have been alerted to it a lot earlier, you may have been able to save Lyra's parents. In fact, you would have been able to save Lyra's parents before they were killed, or before her mother was killed anyway. So that would have also changed the story quite dramatically. Other than that, like, there's areas that you guys never went to that held really cool shit. Like the Frost Gleam Peaks. And the Echo Tomb Monoliths, which you were heading towards with the crystals. Yeah. Any questions so far?
No.
Nope. We'll continue. If we'd gone to Everchill's aid despite Rune's vision, would we have 100% died? Yes.
Oh.
DM was literally messaging me, being like, "Do not go. Convince them. Do not go." And I'm like, "Fuck. Okay."
That's one of those things where I genuinely didn't know what the fuck our chain of action was if we didn't go.
Yeah, okay. Admittedly, I wasn't having a good night due to other shit going on in my life, so I was a little bit flustered and gave you wrong information at the wrong time, which is what led to that. If you had have gone to Everchill and died, I was given a tip afterwards on how to fix that. and that would have been the same thing that stopped you from going there in the first place. So Rune had time fracture visions and ended up breaking the portal. If you had have gone and died, I would have pulled that same shit to save you from
Bring
a
us-
TPK.
And just be like, stop
Yeah.
being fucking stupid, I swear. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
It probably also
So
would
I
have
could-
instilled the consequences effect into you a lot earlier, and you may not have attacked Master Thrym.
Yeah, no, that was still probably gonna happen. let's be
Yeah,
real.
probably.
Oh, you were a little fair.
Oh, this is a good one. Do you have a
Yes.
Do you have a list of items that the mimic ate? I do and I
Oh, yeah.
don't. I didn't write down everything. What I do have is 2 crowbars.
Ate both of Gnu's crowbars.
Apologies, Gnu. You are on mute, by the way, if you were yelling at me.
I was shouting at you. You're such a fucking asshole. I never once used that crowbar, but I wanted one.
Yeah, it ate 2 crowbars. It ate Gnu's thieves' tools.
Yeah.
It ate 2 pairs of leather armor. One of them was Ket's. It ate 24 portions of rations.
Bruh.
So at some point, you guys would have camped for the night and then realized you had no rations. It also ate a bunch of mundane stuff that didn't really matter because you had Camper's Respite.
Yeah.
Putting a mimic,
Yeah.
putting like a backpack mimic in a group full of ADHD people was just like the best thing you could ever have done, because I'm not gonna lie, if I saw stuff that was missing in my inventory, I would have just passed it off as me forgetting to add it in there.
100%.
Yeah, like a glitch or some shit.
100%.
I'm like, oh, I would have just forgot to write it down, and we would never have discovered the mimic.
Yeah.
That was the point. The mimic was
I probably
added
wouldn't have
very
started
early.
noticing until you started stealing arrows.
Yeah, I didn't steal any ammunition, and I should have done that.
No, you should have
yeah.
stolen Silk's spell focus. That would have been funny.
Well, the thing with the mimic is the mimic can't eat anything that's magical.
Oh.
It has to be mundane stuff.
And now I'm just realizing the fact that if you'd started stealing Ur's arrows, there's only one other party member that uses arrows.
Yeah.
Gnu would have been dead. on site.
The idea was that you guys were eventually going to run out of mundane stuff, and the mimic was going to start turning on your magical things, and then you would have discovered it trying to eat something magical.
Ooh.
Did it eat any money?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Because I feel like I had so much less money, and I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure I spent it on those daggers. And I was like, wait, no, they weren't that expensive.
I didn't write down how much money it ate, but it did eat money from everybody.
Oh. Dude, again, I legitimately thought that I just forgot to remove coins or put coins back. I was like, what the fuck did I spend this money on?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like so
Hey,
sure
can
I
I
hadn't bought
sit
anything
down
in
and
so
then I
long,
have
and I was like,
arms?
I wonder why I don't, because I kept checking my money, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got like a decent amount of money, and then it would like, I would feel like, no, I think I'm just tweaking.
How did it
Because it would get lower.
It was for
You just
backpack.
gaslit all of us.
Sorry, what was that, Rune?
How did it steal all of our money if it was her backpack though?
So this was
Switching which backpack it was.
this was a homebrewed mimic that had a special ability that allowed its essence to move from one vessel to another. So at some point in the campaign, everybody had the mimic on them.
Gotcha.
Would have been really funny
Mm.
if it was on Rune as a Warforged and Rune went to get something out the bag and it decided to eat Rune.
Yeah.
That would have been
Well,
hilarious.
shit, okay.
Didn't happen. Right. Moving on. There's only a few more. Which player character changed the story the most from what you originally planned? Silk.
Oh. What'd I do?
You were not supposed to go to the
What
Feywild.
didn't you do?
Oh, whoa! What do you mean? What didn't I do?
Silk
Fucking-
changed the story a lot by fireballing lots of things.
Look. Okay, I like
Well,
the spell. If it's any consolation, the next character doesn't have fireball inherently. I can't get it though. 'cause my
Yeah.
character's-
mine does.
So does mine.
She
Coming-
doesn't get it unless I get it for magical secrets. Then I totally get fireball.
Coming in a close second would be Nyx.
Oh hell yeah!
Because Nyx caused the overload of Project Ragnarok, which changed the story dramatically. Nyx killed that person in Zephyr's Rest, which changed the story dramatically, as you already know. And there was one other thing that Nyx did that changed it quite early on as well.
Hey Nix, Chaos Buddies for the win!
Hey, mine was helpful.
Oh, what the
that's-
fuck?
This question's really easy. Why couldn't any of us except Rune get into Reaper's lab? Because Rune, I believe, was the first one, when you first went to Reaper's lab without him, Rune was the first one to talk to it. That was in the
Oh.
original party. And so it
I
opened.
was-
And then the second time that you guys went there, Rune wasn't with you. And you couldn't open the door because everyone failed really badly to impersonate Rune's voice.
Funny though.
I just decided at that point, that it'll be only Rune that can open it because Reaper liked Rune.
Yeah, he did. He made me a little figurine.
Yeah. And yeah, that's why I decided that only Rune could open it at that point, because it was funny trying to listen to you guys
It was hilarious.
impersonate Rune. And you all rolled really poorly, so I was like, fuck it. Only Rune can open it.
Do you remember what episode that was? I need to go watch it.
I have no idea.
Great question, honestly.
It must have only been like
It
5
was
or
pretty recent.
it's pretty recent, maybe like 4 or 5 episodes ago, if that.
Oh yeah.
Why did I give GNU Aurora?
Yeah, why, bro?
Because she fucking died.
Yeah.
For the
I
last
said
dance,
to
for the
you,
last-
you were like saying, "Are you okay with dying?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, if I die, I die. I'm like fine with it. If I'm dead, I'm dead. Them's the rules."
And then I decided
But
to
no.
Well, no, I made a decision on the fly. And I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be really cool if Aurora stayed in the party with somebody else as a different form. And I was like, okay, let's give Aurora to GNU because I think that'll be really fun. Because
What you were gonna say,
Aurora
'cause
is an angry being. And I know that
Because-
GNU is an angry being.
She wasn't the Feywild.
Yeah,
because trauma.
yeah. And so I legitimately just thought that it would be fun for the story to have GNU backed by an angry celestial beast.
Yeah, and then she would have betrayed the party with
Yeah.
said celestial.
I mean, I didn't expect that part, but it is what it is. I mean, that is the game of D&D.
Mm.
That was
Yes.
good fun. All right, there's only a few more, and we're running out of time. Did Silk actually kill Aloria? I plead the fifth.
Ah, fuck you.
I will not tell you
Why?
because I
Well,
prefer to keep you guessing.
well, that's just rude.
Because he doesn't want to upset me. No.
No,
Because they
it's
hate
more
you.
because that is a story that can be told later.
Okay.
Ooh.
The death of the demigod.
Was Kurunara secretly a bad guy? No, he just made bad choices.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd say yes, so I'd feel kind of good about him dying.
Nope. He just put his faith in the wrong people,
Yeah.
essentially. I believe there's only like 3 more.
Mhm.
Are there any NPC secrets you wished we had learned or quests you wish we had followed but didn't? The Perimondalis Terrain Thalias quest, I wish you had followed. His secret is that he is a complete and utter fraud. None of his magical items are actually magical. He just likes to think they are, and he's full of shit.
That's great.
I wish you had have learned who was running the auction house, the one in the sewers. Now Zach knows who was running the auction house, because Zach went and met with her.
And she gonna be pissed off with that.
Oh yeah, she is.
He's gonna come back and
But that's
send you
fine.
back again.
It's like, oh god, I survived this harrowing thing. Fuck you.
Any other secrets wished we had learned? Trying to think. I mean, there's many, many different secrets. Not really. I mean, I answered the quests part of this question earlier, but NPC secrets, every single NPC has secrets. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly which ones. If there's any NPCs you wish to hear about, feel free to shout out now.
I want to know about Eldon.
Eldrin.
Yeah, sorry, Eldrin, his secrets. Because, so I think it's okay to reveal his relation to Silk now.
Yeah.
What is he? Her great grandfather or whatever?
Great grandfather, I think.
What has he got? Any interesting secrets?
Yep. So he is a timeless one.
We knew that.
He is fluent in every language.
Shit, guys.
I suppose that isn't the sort of information that you wanted.
Well, I was just seeing if he had any secrets that he kept from us.
He
or Silk
was
specifically.
he was considered Eldrin the Timekeeper. So he had an affinity for time-based magic. So essentially, Rune was supposed to figure this out and seek him out. And he would have assisted you in that way as well. Eldrin, obviously good friends with Alaric, who was Ket's spellbook and the hat that you found.
Gramps?
Yeah.
Yes. There would have been a quest there to fuse the two together so that he could be whole again. But there's no real huge secrets apart from Eldrin being one of the ones to seal away the Withering Silence the first time. Which I think you already knew.
We did, he told us, I think.
Yes.
Gramps told us.
And he was essentially immortal. Him, Alaric, Orin, Namira, and Thalor were all immortal.
Real quick, is immortality passed down in family lines for no particular reason whatsoever?
It is not.
Oh, lame.
Especially not that far down, so.
Yeah,
I tried.
it's
And
so washed
if you
out when it gets to
absorbed-
you.
If you absorbed all the years of life you took away from everyone you killed, then you'd
Whoa.
be
Wow.
Is she wrong though?
immortal.
It was on
Ooh.
purpose, I swear.
This is a good one. Gnu had a conversation with Oswald about the letters Karunara left her with some vital information on them. If I remember correctly, you all went to Professor Oswald with the Moonstone, and Gnu spoke to him about these.
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
use this information to his advantage? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you hadn't have shown him those letters and talked to him about that, his plans would not have moved as quickly.
Well,
Oh fuck.
fuck.
I already betrayed the party before I even
God
wanted
fucking
to.
damn it.
To give you some insight, if you had have after that, or rather after this whole Master Thrin and getting the crystal, if you had have gone to the well on the way to Echo 2 monoliths, you would have found it destroyed.
Right. Okay. Sad.
Yeah.
Traitor.
So, yes, you had a hand in the BBEG becoming a god.
You're welcome, guys.
Thanks.
And final question. How can we help you collect our backstory info? Is there a template or a series of questions you'd like us to answer to make it easier?
Session 0 question.
That's a session 0 question, but to answer it real quickly, no, not really. Just send me your shit and I will
Cry.
mash it into my brain somehow.
Yeah. Piece of
I
paper.
hope you're ready to read your new favorite novel, because
Tusk
coming out
Love?
real soon.
Tusk Love does come out real soon, actually. 2nd of July. I can't wait for it. I pre-ordered it. 2 weeks.
Tusk Love, what's that?
Tusk Love, the smut book that Jester bought in Campaign 2 of Critical Role.
The new Grumpy Sunshine. Oh.
Anyway, I am excited to read all of your backstories. Please send me as much info as you can. And over the weekend, I will talk to each of you individually. But that is the end of our questions, unless anybody has any more questions that weren't answered.
I think that covers it.
No? You guys don't have anything else?
I think I have exhausted.
Jim
my
has a
brain.
question.
It's fuck you, Jim.
No.
When
What's your
Todd
question?
Berg death, is English your second language?
Not dead.
When is Todd Berg's death, or is Todd Berg dead?
You know the one thing
Found it. There we go.
we never found out. We
Uh,
never found out about Zach's arts and craft.
Oh, that's true. Todd Berg died in the Battle of High Warren.
Oh,
He didn't get bullied by people calling him bog turd.
No. Zach's arts and crafts. You made the things, but you died before you could distribute.
Yeah.
oof.
Made a whole lot of wanted posters for Todd, signed by Lara.
I literally made them. I actually made wanted posters.
Yeah, but Zach
I know.
made them in
In
game.
Illustrator. Oh, that's so cool.
Nulade is saddened by Todd's death, but not for the reasons that he misses him.
Wants to beat him up.
Has a weird need to beat him up.
Other questions that I've just thought of: Kobold, Kobold, and Kobold. will live on.
Oh fuck yeah!
Did he die?
No. We're
No?
immortal.
Oh.
They will live on as NPCs. Zach will live on as an NPC for now. Silk has joined the ranks of NPC.
I have a lot of stuff for her, by the way.
That's fine. Send it through. Who else has joined the ranks of NPC? Obviously, Lyra, Nulad, and Reaper. And Brumble has joined the ranks of NPC. Although I think Brumble and Crumble are going to be fused back into one. Somehow, because Aloria's dead.
Did you have a damage profile
Well,
for
finding
the
dealers is-
explodey Kunara?
I'm sorry?
The explodey rocks I stole from Kunara. Did you have like was there an actual weapon profile for them, or were you just going to make a favor through them? Someone?
But those small bombs that you took out.
Yeah.
The ball bearing. I also had one.
Did you take the void bombs?
I have no
They were
idea.
just ball
Yeah.
bearings.
You had the terrorist dude throwable rocks that exploded, and I stole some.
That's right. I think I remember which ones you took. Basically, it was 4d6 fire damage and 2d6 force damage.
Damn. I should have found a way to attach those to my arrows.
Yes. The void bomb that you guys threw into the portable hole, that was a bomb that explodes and tears a hole in space-time. Essentially, it creates its own pocket dimension that sucks everything in a 5-foot radius around it into it. It's only a small hole, so you take I think it was 12d8 force damage when it explodes. The only reason it was so catastrophic was because you put a pocket dimension inside a pocket dimension, and that's a no-no. Which is why the
Right.
portable hole exploded so violently.
Kid was sitting there like,
Yeah.
I know that now.
Yeah, like thanks for explaining that now.
Well, you didn't ask what the bombs do.
Yeah, but you gave her
No, they
a
explode.
note and didn't explain that.
They do bomb
Didn't need to.
things.
And the bomb was already lit. There was no way to, like, if you had have spent the time to figure out what it was going to explode.
Hilariously,
So, yeah.
if they just hadn't have done anything with it, was going to grab it and like yeet himself outside and toss it.
Hilariously,
Yeah.
if they hadn't have done anything with it, they probably would have been fine because it only affects everything in a 5-foot radius.
We didn't
Yeah.
fucking know that.
Just saying.
Yeah. I panicked. I
Yeah.
didn't know.
It's fine. That is probably one of the funnier moments in this campaign. But that is campaign 1 over, and we will take you into campaign 2
And I cannot wait.
in a number of weeks. We are going to be playing Daggerheart for a few weeks while I continue to write campaign 2 and get it ready for consumption.
Yeah, and what else are you doing in a few weeks, DM? That's really cool, and we're all envious of.
Next week there is no stream. Because I get to go watch Critical Role live.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So fucking
Ooh.
excited for this. And I had a dream about that last night. I remember this dream.
Yeah.
They were staying in the same hotel as me, and there was a bar attached to the hotel. I went down to the bar, and they were there, so I got to hang out with them beforehand. And then I got invited backstage, and then halfway through the event, like halfway through the game, Matt asked me to join on stage, and I got to play as one of the NPCs. Like,
Nice.
best fucking dream ever.
Hell yeah.
I got to sit beside Marisha Ray and Liam O'Brien. And now I want this dream to become true.
Let's head up the Critical Role socials real fast, guys.
Let's do it.
Make it happen for me, guys. I doubt it'll happen. But it's going to be super fucking fun, and I'm going to buy merch.
Oh, fuck yeah. You have to.
You
Them
do
the
it.
rules.
If I can afford it. Apparently, it's going to be really expensive.
Also, if you somehow get invited to a threesome between Travis and Laura and you say no, I will disown you.
I would not say no,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, okay.
Why would I
that's
say no to
not
that?
happening.
Like, hey, you random man.
I don't
they're-
care. I would take Travis.
Guys,
He could
Oh,
do
yeah.
things to me.
they are happily married with a child.
This is
Behave.
true. This is
Oh.
true.
2025, there's no king shaming.
Nothing
here.
wrong with adding another.
Okay.
character for
Anyway, that is it from us. Don't join us next week, but join us for the weeks following, as our lovely Ket is going to be DMing Daggerheart,
Whoop, whoop.
which we have already done session 04. We were supposed to stream that last week, but I had technical difficulties. And I wasn't able to. And I finally figured out what that was.
Oh.
So yes, no stream next week, but join us after that for Daggerheart for a few weeks before we come in with Campaign 2 and we get a whole bunch of information dropped on us. Well, these guys do anyway.
I am very
As
excited.
expected, yeah.
For Campaign 2, the characters are very fun. At least the ones that I know of.
Yes, the ones that I know of are going to be very fun. So. And let's be real, I only actually know of two, which is Silk and Gnose.
Because you got to get the start and reading that backstory. It's going to be so long.
Well, we've been working on this since like the TPK, dude. It was like immediately like,
Literally,
yo,
like, the day of the TPK.
literally the day of the TPK, I was like, hey, so we're making characters that like each other, right? Right? Let's make sisters.
And I was like,
Cool,
ew,
cool.
Yes. Anyway,
no.
anyway, it is late. I need to go to bed. I have work tomorrow.
Chat there.
Sucks.
Get good.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, what shall I do with all this disposable income?
Wait,
Whoa.
Shit.
I
Oh,
don't have
shut up,
disposable
man.
income, but yeah. What do I do with this house that I own?
I like to pretend I do for at least a week.
Yeah.
I like
I had money come in
Well, you
today,
paid
and then it
enough.
all slowly disappeared as I paid for things.
Yeah, mine too. I like to look at my bank account for a solid like 30 seconds when my money comes in, and then just cry as it all goes away.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't
same.
look at my bank account.
I need some joy in
Must
my
be
life.
nice.
It scares me, so I don't look at it. Anyway, we are going to go now because it's late.
Night, guys.
Some of us have to sleep.
Yep.
Good night,
So
everybody.
yeah, not next week, but the week after. Join us for Daggerheart. And until then, have fun and don't die like these guys did.
Do as we say, not as we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait.